Нөхөр ёо одоо микрофон болж ш. Sorry guys. Sorry. Одоо болсон. Ганцаараа л өрлөөд яриад идэг. Та гоё шүү манайхаа. Гаруугаа зэвэрхүү орцсон.
And doing everything.
He's got the coolest name I think I've ever seen.
The Mongolian names are wicked.
Bataku Batbold.
Woof.
He actually sounds like Annihilation should probably be getting as far away from the action as possible. Wants to hold on to all their goodies. See if they can have a spotless.
Nice. This is the best type of round, Alex, for us to see who's on the silence. Then they're all on the silence. All five gaming on Inferno, right? Because we know some teams doing it map by map are on the silence.
Let's go, boys!
Like it seems like it's like 12, 11 or something %.
Yes, yeah. There's a bit of parity in the department, especially from the blast groups. So look, this will give them more utility. And when you think of Inferno, there are some closer range duels.
I did see, however, quite an interesting one from HLTV article saying that.
One round нэх бананага ямар гоё урд эзэлч. За флаш та гардаг да.
Ouch. This mic too. Flash is good and so is
Nice. Болж байна ашигтай шүү дээ.
Flash from Annihilation. Techno.
Дахин флаш дээр гараад өөрөө флаш дээр цайлчих юм аа.
We've gotten away from that one as is Techno just a bit.
Ямар азгүй байсан. Флаш дээр ярьчлаа.
Yeah, that's going to definitely either get a rotation coming or they might have to
at least stay
Skulls. Because Zevi, he's
for a
little bit of the cavalry. The rotation back from IHC up top mid. And if they can hit this side, it's hard. Zhao had a really hard time yesterday.
Not alone.
It's hard to
this A side.
Drops
the smoke to save himself. Smoke on potentially, but can peek over the top of that. Has can hard. Will it work? It's not quite. Hit the money on the head. Good molly. To relocate. So changing their plan, or at least trying to imply they are. Steps down middle from Techno, hoping Skulls.
Yeah, non-starter here after these exchange of frags.
That is surely Kurt. Skulls yet to frag on the advance from Library.
Smoking there also. Gap.
Spotted. That's info both ways. Techno needs a headshot. Needs that first thing.
Smoking time smoking there.
Hold on to our guns. It's all good. No dramas. But they do give it a crack. They get the bomb down. That's going to keep the finances.
Nice try.
Everybody going into round number 4. This was the initial exchange.
Take
a few fights, take a few biffs.
Be casting a good guys.
Finish over towards A and
watch party show.
Throw that second molly, right? The first one, if you throw it standard, you don't throw it in that back.
Yeah,
get extinguished.
Smoking there is a machine толцсон байсан болчихсон.
To no avail.
Дөрөв боо гасан. Ерөнхийдөө санхүүдөр тоглолт үзүүлж байгаа шүү дээ.
PAIN Gaming Zevi, the Orper on the other side, has to rock and roll with a bit of a famous here. Not ideal.
Guys.
Aggression with the MP9. Now he just throws smoke in the AWP. Doesn't even really get to contribute into its first outing.
Yeah, that's very frustrating right there.
Yeah.
Too happy with how that went.
Let's is rather forward on this. He's getting a lot of information for the boys. Now this, the timing. Just glancing at the apartments in the and punished accordingly. Blitz, 7 frags already. A flying start, 4 in the pistol. Slowing. Smoke towards Moto. Will sow seeds of doubt. PKL previously on B, now finds himself on A. Just one man. Skulls to try and defend this.
Second. To limb, but the CT smoke will plume. And that's 2 kills on this MP9.
Mad. Making the best out of that.
Гэхдээ 2-9-3 аа штэ.
He doesn't get another one, does he?
And now you have to question, was it worth it? You put your team in a 2-on-2 and a retake on the bomb site and score. He set up for a kill. Walk on in and loses his head.
That's perfect. Couldn't have played that better. Score and might even have the round. Quick to the head. And a hard slap to his teammate. They return immediately to their winning ways.
Yeah, now it should just be if they take a safe shore, they will be able to get those silent stem forwards, which you know all 5 have equipped. At best here, but this was the opener and you're thinking, okay, but it doesn't matter. Blitz makes this move. He across the map here and some good misdirection from IHC.
I didn't feel like I'm in a position being so open so early into the piece without info top mid. Is that just an unforced error?
I think they disrespected a deep mid smoke there as well. So look, yeah, you should still be expecting it. Right? You can't be running around the side without any worries in the world. We all know that smokes aren't walls. So he definitely shouldn't have been caught out in that regard. But now they know that these creepy plays, and Blitz made the right play. Because if you know that the team is going for an aggressive banana maneuver, you're expecting traditionally 3 players in that side of the map. Right. So he took the space. So Blitz had the right reaction, and PAIN got caught off guard. Now they're just going to have to sit here and probably stomach a 4th round that IHC are going to scoop up.
It's very clear that IHC have got the Counter-Strike flowchart ironed out.
These guys are the best example of a team trying to play European meta from, well, people think of Tai Lu, they think of Rare Adam even still, you know, sometimes with a little bit more aggression, but I would say IHC are the most default heavy and most standard team in that regard. But the thing is with defaults, you can definitely watch the demos, understand where the utility needs to go look at the timing, but knowing all the different reactions, you won't play against teams who are going to offer you too many different variations, and that's where playing default heavy Counter-Strike in Europe is very hard.
Yeah, I mean, it's an art form for sure, and be able to keep up with it and, you know, what's the word? Import it into your own game.
Score.
The easiest task. This is rather easy, I say, as Skulls makes a W. Into score.
A lot of pressure, right? He literally just ran top banana, reloading his pistol.
За гурвалжны нэг мэдээлэл авсан. Дахин нэг хүн байх мэдсэн байх ч доо тийм чалгаж байгаа тийм алсан үн скалс байсан тийм nice. Гоё шүү дээ.
And we're just all pushing top banana.
Yeah.
They're not going to get there in time even if they were going A.
Check this out. He's even got you cornered on the way out.
Please, nice.
Up and about as well. 9 frags for Blitz. We've got 6 for Techno and Score. Everyone.
Nice. Let's go, boys.
I think a lot of discussion has been had around the talent.
Annihilation came in for 9.
Right.
You know, but this is the thing, because we've seen them so infrequently. Right. But you have to look at the bigger picture. But if they can all have moments, that's ideally what we're looking for. And the one never the question. It's more about the decision making and their approach to the game. Is Devi get his big green out? Zavice, Peacemaker, labeled in from the region, so it's good to have that little bit of an insight.
I mean, device has been used as a style of play. A lot of the Orpers I saw a discussion from Blast. It was like Paul, Dexter, a lot of other names. Just discussing demos they watched, and device, good one on that list. Hard's out, handles 2 out of the app. It does fall to Bart. The bomb on the balk. They do need to get that with that smoke up now. And Zevi, things interesting onto Bartak. With that bomb now down, the rest just stand still. What's Blitz and Annihilation to do now? With a bomb in enemy control, right in front of him. Blitz needs this frag onto Biguzera, who's providing some opportunity. There shouldn't be opportunity at this stage in Juncture. Short, you're a dead man. That's the AWP to reveal itself. And now, well, yeah, it gets even more uncomfortable.
Damage the name of the game right here. Any kills would be nice.
Nice.
Like that. This makes the round a whole lot more different. Hits Biguzera, and if this pistol could have found the head of TKL, there's damage for sure. But more on the menu for IHC is a little bit all over the place. 3 players can purchase. 2 might be down to pistols or SMGs. That's going to be Score and Techno respectively here, but they should buy, and they will. So still going to be highly contentious going into round number 7. Here by this nice little lockdown with the apps pop.
But it feels very stop-starty, right? Especially the way it looks, like reactions don't feel too well informed. They're happy just to sit and wait and see what comes their way. We know that Inferno on the CT side, especially in European meta, can become very, very gambly.
Yeah, well, they gambled the AWP over towards B early.
Uninitiated Annihilation spamming through the apartment's wall there. If the CDs want to play aggressive at all, these stray bullets might be able to catch them, bring a sound cue, even blood on the wall. So you know over towards the balcony. Big Zero in this graveyard position. That's quick.
That's a great flash, but IHC got nothing to report. Certainly not positively. Annihilation doing the dance in the apartment, and already the round over. That's great for PAIN Gaming.
Yeah, that one is going to feel really good. That's a clean round right there. All 5 staying alive, starting to build a little bit of cash. And now you can start working on your CT side. Another round coming up where it should hopefully remain a bit of a clean sheet for the Brazilians. IHC will just be down to the Glocks, and it looks like Blitz will be investing into a Deagle here. Graveyard playing anti-flash, right? So he's not spotting up. Once the flash goes off, he can pop his little head up, help out hard Zao, and they can lock things down. And we love this one, don't we, Alex? The go fishing, fade out the utility, see what you can get, and well, spending a bit. PKL and Banana will find Blitz.
Now it's one of their Deagles, another brought up and equipped by Score. PKL really not interested in letting this one drag out, though he does manage to draw early blood.
Энэ раунд бол гайг баха.
Score down to 10, and unfortunately a rifle in support, so you cannot overwhelm and run down that AWP. And the round is won. We're going to be tying things up.
There it is. Just got to connect those dots here. Annihilation will oblige. Back turned out top. So back into the buy rounds here, but this will not have an AWP available for Annihilation. I'm curious if we see a bit of wonder if the coach there, Mari, you can see him sitting in the background. I'll give you a history lesson on him once we do get to a timeout juncture. But doesn't feel the need to chip in just yet, so game plan's still going as expected. But when you have about 4.3k, you're going to be a little bit rough regarding all the util. And we know the combinations of util here for map control on a map like Inferno are integral. So only one molly, couple of smokes, couple flashes, couple HEs, and just quick up Banana here. So molly towards the sandbag, flushing that out. Flashes are in, and they already have top Banana control at a minute 40. So this is good.
Nothing. I mean,
oh, they're going to execute B with one flash and a couple of smokes. So this is going to be curious on the timing, and look at everything PAIN have to block with over towards B for now. They can stall them out for as long as they'd like.
Yeah, because Zara can support as well already there. Yeah, one by PKL. No, 2 down already.
What the fuck?
They die. Annihilation next on the chopping block. He has a go. Thinks better of committing.
They look for the fights, which I understand because they want to bait out some reactive utility. The reaction they got was bullets.
Yeah, it's like the PAIN Gaming boys said, hey, I think they want to fight. And then they all just put their brass knuckles on and started swinging.
All right, Bartak having a little bit of a look, and so is Biggie Zero over towards Long. And, another clean one.
Oh dear. Going to be starting to feel like there's been a bit of a void growing in the server after, of course, that pistol and the second round. Things have started to be getting a little out of
the
control.
Pillow technique here from Bartak. You do love to see it, right? You bring the pillow, you prop yourself up, see what the hotel has to offer. Here at Katowice, we've got 2 pillow variations. You've got the big boy, and you've got his baby brother.
So I actually implemented Harry's sleep strap.
What's his sleep strap?
You have a cuddle pillow. So the little one is the cuddle pillow that Bartak's implementing, and you have a secondary. This is Tracy. One between the knees. If you're a side sleeper.
All right.
So it was a 3-pillow operation, and I would recommend it to a friend. I actually had one of the best night's sleep I've had in months.
All right, we'll give that a go, and I'll give you all the history lesson that I promised. Now, Mara, the coach of IHC, used to compete with the Mongols, which is a team that had players like Zilkenberg once upon a time. You'd know Machine Gun. He actually was playing back in the ESL1 Cologne qualifier in 2015, the Asian qualifier. Went up against Team Immunity, an Australian team. They had Imagine, Ricky, Sniper, James. Can't forget Ustillo. People might remember him from the Renegades days. And Mara, he's been, in this Mongolian scene since. He's been coaching for some time here. And yeah, there's a history lesson for everyone.
That's what's awesome, especially considering this region is one that's trying to put itself on the map. The IHC certainly going to be flying that flag.
So now we've gone 3 consecutive rounds without a kill for IHC. So in the 4th, anything. Just one. Even if you have to all sit there and shoot them with a Glock in the foot, just get one, right? Just make sure that you remember how it's done, because simple side of Counter-Strike has put the crossbow just like that. So Zevi cops a dink.
Yeah, I think better of re-peeking.
I told Harry and Hugo that in Australia, and the new Australian players probably won't call it this, but back in my day, we used to call dink, like we used to say bink.
Binked?
He's binked. And they were doing it while they were casting the Greyhound game yesterday. And they said, some people said you didn't say that, Chad. They're probably the newer people. They're not all as old as me.
Yeah, back in my day, it was a bink.
And this was Diggity, mate.
Diggity.
Yep, named after a player. Rory Burke used to play for F-Zero. Look at this. We're really getting into the cranium here.
Whereas in Europe, there's no diggity, no doubt.
The artist there, so I can back could be another absolute clean one here. Yeah, it is. All right. Well, Pain, can I have a load? Because right now they are looking about that 10k-ish mark. That's the technical term, ish mark. Technical doohickey, another official term with score here on the end, talking to the admingo. And they're going to sort this one out, I'm sure.
No.
I just did my history lessons. Guys, how much do you need?
Well, I mean, I was intrigued that Bartak's only 18. I was wondering, who do you think is, like, just off the top of the dome, the youngest in attendance of Katowice Plains?
Sorry, hit me with that one more time.
Bartak is 18.
Yes.
And it made me think, who is the youngest in attendance?
Oh, I see. Okay, all right. Is Techno turned 18 yet? Have a look at Techno, because he was 17 once upon a time, as most of us were.
Most of us have been, unless you're 16. He is still 17.
There it is.
Okay, so there's a 17-year-old. Very nice.
What about Sign Monessi? What's he looking at? Has he made it 18 yet?
I was wondering the same thing. I remember at one point he was 16.
Oh, yeah.
At some point.
And then I reckon a year later, he became 17. The absolute group of death. Navi, G2.
It's so stacked. So that's Group A, right? Liquid, Cloud9, Navi, G2, Big, FaZe, and a couple of to be determined.
Look, I made we may as well call that the upper bracket and the other side the lower bracket, right? Like
it's just essentially
crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Ilya, he is 17.
He is.
Yep. Is it on Liquipedia?
It would be.
There's lots of resources.
Pretty crazy that he's sitting there with the
IT
in the world in HLTV's Players of the Year.
Pretty good.
Then you just have to quit. Maybe
all right.
I mean, once you completed it.
That's what happens when you win a major. Most people have to retire. I don't know why Australis are allowed to have multiple cracks, but Skadoodle, he knew once he won that major, that was it.
Yeah, went back to
He's finished the game, I think, is the official terminology. Aggie move, gap in the smoke, and the dirt is gone.
Still it bang. Barry Scott here with some analysis. We are looking for more.
We need a kill from IHC. Just one.
Just one. And here it comes.
Time ямар таасангүй.
At this point, yeah, might as well stick in the forward position because Zera's going to be able to get
so please
Okay, that's not bad.
That's a kill.
Something to work with as well. They've broken the streak. 4 consecutive rounds without a frag. The 5th was looking likely as well.
Pain do not relent, do they?
I think he wanted to get a little bit cheeky with that. Scoops himself up a smoke, I do believe.
And slips back behind the half wall. There is going to be an AWP in play. He's very brazen about this. I fear for his life if he tries any more. There's not shot out of Annihilation. T-side AWPing on Inferno. Not so good.
PKL is on speedway, so he can rotate quite quickly here. Skulls will have to reposition in about 5-ish seconds time. And there it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down.
And PK are going to make his way over silently as well here. U-tilt raining through, and IHC, they're definitely hitting B now.
Yeah, all but confirmed. What was a 3v5? Let's see if they can make a round out of this. They are into the bomb site.
So анчи тоглож шүү.
Oh, sound heard. Blitz sprays. They could counter spray, and there's a lot more tracers on Blitz's side of things. Bomb is down.
За хүний tutтай. Аав шүү, манайхаа аав шүү. Чухал раунд.
Re-smoke towards C.
Here,
so they can delay this offering here up towards ruins. Rotation coming in. Need to note for Pain.
We need this one, boys. Анхлаа урагшаагаараа Тирос ардаас ирж байгаа нэг ч хүн байхгүй.
Pain were talking about overthinking things and getting a bit lost in the excitement of it all in their first day of play.
За хаасан smoke
a lot of resources. If you want to put it all on the line here, the round you should have, but it can fall apart. Techno with one, still low is Blitz. Needs a headshot. Somehow provides it onto Hard's out.
Цаг мууцсан сатхан дээр нь.
Time already. They've overcooked the just by staying alive.
Болж шít.
It did feel like it was taking a while to rotate over.
Like we had a full dialogue, like narrative. Like we just.
Ямар удаа ирвэн Penny агийн хүмүүс. Харахгүй та манай хаар зөндөө тоглоодсон болохоор.
Went for it with. Yeah, albeit very, very light on time.
Yeah, that really crept up on me as well there. Okay. An oddball coming out in round number 11.
I just glanced up at that bomb. For lack of a better term, timer. And it was just a slip.
Nice.
Well, Annihilation lost everything in that round, so he's just down to a deagle now. So the AWP was not carried through. Pain's buy is looking a whole lot better here.
Yeah,
that one. Yeah.
I'm not going to tilt them, but it's certainly a bit of a gift for IHC. They will take that. That was a 3 versus 5, recovered off the back of a blitz opener towards a frag towards Apps, and then of course that B plant. That's the end of Techno. PKL's been having no issues holding fast on Banana in these early aggress.
Yeah, Techno had a choice there, right? He was hoping that the flash from his teammate was a split second quicker. Otherwise, that duel could have happened.
Trump
the smoke subsides towards the half wall. They can all group up, congregate with 4 of them. This time 3 smokes, a molly, and a flash. So enough to make something of the exit. If they get it again, well, they can definitely win the round again.
There's the gap held.
Look at this contact.
Yeah, Skulls has called for the help. Flash and a peek.
He's talking a lot here.
Oh, and that's a bit of a messy one. Gets away with the first. PKL still a nuisance. A thorn in the side of the remaining 2. Still just dipping and ducking around the smoke. Will re-aggress.
Smoke.
Off the flash.
Smoke.
Gets the info and gets the frag as well. Score catches one. Annihilation, 28 seconds. He knows there'll be a deep CT rotate. And looking for that fight. Charged out, caught out now. Oh, this gets interesting. With 20 seconds, you got to smoke. He just goes for the bomb. Down uncontested. This is the fight. Annihilation. 3 down, 4 in the round. With another round on the board. Thank you very much.
Nice little goal
my God.
He's all right. Yeah. Look, this right here hurts a lot again because they're trading efficiently. And Annihilation pulls out this massive 1-on-4.
Did he reload? He did.
1-on-4.
Beautiful play.
Oh, that's 2 rounds in a row. So the cash starting to become a big issue now for Pain. And they're rounds that leave a bit of egg on the face.
His face if he wanted to brave that peak. Blitz going to be hyper aware that this is a possibility.
You gotta remember this is high stakes, right? And you're eliminated from the Katowice play-ins here if you lose this. It is a best of 3, right? So we do have Nuke and Overpass coming up next. Nuke being the pick of Pain and Overpass is the 3rd and decider.
Well, there's confirmed 2B. 2 HEs come flying over the half wall.
A big conversation from the desk as well was about teams making their mark internationally. Right? Yeah, we see a couple of good signs, but it's about survival. You win this, as I mentioned, I do believe you will be taking on Furia tomorrow.
No easy feat for sure.
No, but Furia is a team that if you do beat or you do have a very, very strong performance against,
I like it.
It leaves your mark.
Yeah.
So today you survive.
Tomorrow you leave your mark.
Now will it be again?
Galloping in. Skull. PKL.
Шижигэрэн дайрч байгаа юм байна
Smoke will be forced to reload and going for it. That's aggressive from Score. He could do some damage from that position. Bartak onto Skulls. No one's new box.
Smoke-ын завсартай шүү дээ. Татха хоёрын сүлдөө.
The site is lost. The bomb can be planted.
Болж шүү. Мөн амны үд хэлж шүү манах. Батаг жоохон амин жоохон мотол битил илүү пик хийгээрээ. Яаж байгаа юм бэ Score?
Now it's Bartak's turn to come up clutch.
They know where he is.
Yeah, they know he hasn't crossed new box side and they did find out.
Хоёр дахь алсан бол nice try. Хоёр дахь сая алсан бол гурав дахь нь эс.
Round number 7.
When you're trading so efficiently like PAIN is, these all should start to feel like giving. Retaking sites can be difficult. But right there, Score gives away a freebie. Right, he's playing behind the smoke range, bang, he's gone. For Bartak, so that's not the easiest of rounds to try and pick up here. And this is what I talk about trading efficiently. I believe they got the first 2 kills, uncontested, and then they give back a couple, and then you're like, okay, well here it is again, IHC, B-bomb site, it's a bit of a classic, but PKL knows now exactly what that means. A bit frustrating there from Score. Will it be B again? Definitely conditioning that way, mollying over towards the car position, giving the choice to the CTs, play behind it, push for info.
That bounced straight off of his forehead.
Нэг нь бас жоохон дутуу дамжчихлаа.
It's going to plant the feet of PKL.
Ямар амар дутгш хамгаалтай.
They're just going to set up an A. Bartak over towards the apps position. The other 4 congregating towards second mid and ult. And there goes the util.
Yeah, how far this gets them. Because Zera's got short on lock. Zevi unable to really provide too much. Careful now. Annihilation from the duel. Big Zera out of the round. Zevi trying as hard as he might, but already slipped on through. This is getting really awkward. Zevi, no idea, and not for the job. Everyone losing duels with lesser weapons. Save, deal. A rifle and an AWP. It's backwards. But it's a 7th, and it's a full, clean round out of IHC.
Yeah, and you could see that PAIN was screaming to push to try and help the players on the site, but IHC had opted just to one of the last kills to go down there. That's an all-in. You're completely committed, and there just J-Raz, thank you very much, Jay, observing the wall bang onto the player, which was Hards out on the box. You can see Jay traditionally communicates quite silently with us anyway, but here, so I know what his emotions mean.
He's fine. He's gotten away with that one. Never mind, he hasn't.
We'll take that one. Thank you very much, Score.
No save for you.
That's a highlight of a highlight.
The highlight of a highlight, and it was maybe the highlight of this first half. Just one more round.
Actually,
yeah, sorry. See that nade off the nose, and then it was just this AP. We saw Zevi get smoked off Arch, and that's the one.
What the fuck?
A smorgasbord of different weaponry.
How do you feel about a menagerie?
I see it. Lots of different animals of different shapes and sizes.
Just like these weapons. So we've got the long-beaked AWP of Zevi.
You've got the pesky mosquito, that is the 5.7. Lots of little bites.
The noisy cricket, the CZ75.
Oh!
Hello. Everyone.
Might have been the longest in the world, at least in the eyes of Techno. Gobbled that one up. Still though, IHC, man advantage, and let's not forget, as we discussed, the weapon advantage too. It is still just PKL on the sacrifice. Retrieved on Banana. He is, of course, leaning towards the arch side. A full gap.
Which means Zevi, PKL, and Hardza have to pick mid. They need to fight mid because they need some info. If you're going to make a gamble like this, you need to be proactive elsewhere on the map. You can't just sit and lie and wait. Bartak could go down here. PKL is close. Hardza has flashes to enable this, and a bit of pressure. Maybe they think the fight's coming their way.
It's perfect. It's going to keep all those feet planted and a wide open. So, I mean, this is the last round. They are going to have to make a play for it. So Zevi's kind of hedging his bets and actually might be able to make it there in time. Smoke will be present towards CT. That's just left Annihilation's
No one's looking at the flank. Oh, no, wait. Annihilation is. What am I talking about? He flipped around in time. See ya.
This round's
looking donezo.
Yeah, unless Harddow and Zevi just slow down this 20-second run into the site. If they can stop that plant, stop the bomb from maneuvering into that plant zone. Now Blitz plugging it onto the site, nothing done, and now, yeah, very uncomfortable fight. Zevi Got new box, dark, banana, all ready for him. And never mind, Paul, we do see Blitz tucked in tight. This is one of the angles he's going to have to take first. Oh, info on. The new box gets the fight now, waiting for a response. Blitz.
Nice.
Oh, perfect. And yeah, good shot hit by Zevi, but will go down for an 8-7 half. Pain Gaming, 7 to work with as we do swap sides. They'll be taking it down when we come back.
Yo, ямар гоё раунд манайхаа. Ихтэй чиротлаас нэг хэсэг 5 раунд нэг жоохон тасарчлаа тий. Нэлээ олон раунд өчлөө. Контрталтаа нэг хэсэг нэг олон раунд өчлөө. Гэхдээ гой зогсоочлоо. Анигтлийн тэр 1-3 ямар амар вэ бумаа. Энэ блицэн 3. Дандаа хүний дутуудаа нөхсөн шүү дээ манайхаа. Дандаа хүний дутуудаа нөхсөн шүү дээ манайхаа. Раундууд юу 16 минутын дараа гэнэ үү? Нэг хагас 16 минут бишүүлэх. Тийм л 2 минут гэж шүү дээ. За одоо CSGO-с гар буу авчихлаа шүү дээ. Хамгийн чухал манайхаа манай хэд ч өөртөө инферно сонгосон бэлээ. Тэгэнгүүт пенийхэн юкиг аваад тэгээ өөр пас үлдсэн. Нүктээр манайх ч бас үзээд шүү дээ. Тийм. Hello бүгдээрэнд нэрм за хэдүүл болсон байна. Хариул олсон. За болж ийн болчихно. 35 улаан юм. Nice guys. Бүгдээрэнд нэрмд. За дооцтой хамт үздэг юм гэж бодсон. Тайтыг гоё эмоц хуваалцмаар санагдаад. Тайтыг асуучлаа. Арх уугаад юм. Юу арх вэ гэж чинь. Apple ууцтэй. Отготойгоо хамтарч яана гинэ. CSGO-с гар буугаал авчих хэрэгтэй байна манайх. Биер л удаг ш. Одоо ерөөсөө уухаа бас. No alcohol. No alcohol zone right here. CSGO-с гар буугаа авал хоёртгаавал хиздэхтэй гоё ш. Сансан байна уу нах. Алдарч яафац шүү дээ. Яа. Shadow Fiend? Жоохон халтур. Чанга гоод чинь хэрэг чивчээр үдчихэд манайхан жоохон цайтай ороо дууга жоохон басгараа яг тэгвэл би өстө амар орилж байгаа шүү манайхан эмоц мэд ойлгож байгаа үстэй те жавхаагаан тулга уран жавхаагаан толгороо мэд production ямар гоё юм бэ ийсэл хүү за монголчууд минь let's go best of 3 loser is going home a little early. За ганц басуулаач. Алуу скор. Нисдэг скор. Ташдаг техно. Ай. Шатарнууд шахмат хийдэг. Плиц. Юу вэ? Урдаг анхил. Бартак. Яа, бүгдэнд нь нэр нөхчлөө шүү дээ. За бүр террор бүр давхад ороод ирлээ. And they got 3 charging down middle for this fight and successful onto skulls. So very quick. Нэг толцсон guys, нэг толцсон шалгаач. За болж шүү 2-9-3 хүний даваатай. За нэг сич орсон.
That's Techno's smoke right there that's actually blocked them off for now, so should be starting to fade.
Get done with this.
За нэг сич байгаа мэдсэн.
Those dual Berettas hard shot Zevi the same and now just annihilation. Time against him.
Nice try.
Exchanging pistols. Good connections. Good to see Hards out as well. Not forgetting we did highlight and so did the Death, but he didn't have a office. Day one.
That's a bit of a classic right there.
Агуу хамаа. Ургууртай биш үү? Ингэж байгаа нь ингэж яагаад ингэж байгаа вэ гэхээр юм бодож байгаа байхгүй. За энэ дээр ингэсэн одоо бид нар ингэндэ гэдэг нэг дараагийнх нь нүүлүүдэ бодож байгаа ш цаашаа. Ургууртай биш нэг дотроо шатар нүүж байгаа байхгүй. За эдгээр дээр ингэндэ хэрэг өнгөл ингэндэ гэд хоёр илүү нүүж байгаа ш. Од шиг од гинэ. Thank you.
On the M4A4, you won't be able to get a decent looking buy as far as that rifle is concerned into the next round of play. So they've opted for the force, and it's working out quite nicely. Early Zevi chunked down to 31 points of health. The scout of annihilation, big nade, PKL and Hards out also very low. This is
surely you're up at the creek without the paddle at this point. I mean, you'd have to count on maybe you throw the AK into someone healthy's hands and let him try and crack into the site.
A lot of this is unconfirmed, however, so that's a bit of a problem. And during all of this, Techno looking sharp and wants to jump forward for more.
Толцсон байж та толцсон шүү.
On time and backing off the A is PAIN Gaming.
Smoke. Buy time to rejig and reset up. Forge a path up long. It's been heard. Blitz needs one of these deagle heads. To try. A kill. Skulls down as well. Just big Zara, the one yet to be scathed. But he knows it's going to be cleared. It's likely imminent. Bomb is planted. He wants to find this big Zara, the healthy member. And nice. Shot posted. Uncomfortable.
Titan go хүний үлээ. Нөгөөний мэдээл авахгүй. Мэдээл авсан. За нэг нь хийжтэй. Нэг нь сайтын гэлс цэвэрлэх гэдэг. Гойш. Нөгөө акан.
Hards out was in the apartments. It's not planted for him. It's going for a 10.
Double peek. Score a peek. Гойш. Let's go. Ямар гой форс раунд. Yes. Ямар гой форс вэ? Бартаг гэсэн шүү дээ би. Очин гоё байгаас дээ. Бартаг сайтан дээр ямар чухал кит гэж вэ? Англи дээрээс нь нэг сумаар хоёр чуулаа гэдэг шиг нэг хүнийг давхурдаад цаатлын үнийг алж байгаа байхгүй. Янцтай. Тэр энэ дээр одоо
he was the one that tagged Zevi to start off the
round. Батак гэж чухал скиллингүүд амьдарч.
Great play from him.
Бартак гэж чухал скил. Толгоо шатлахоо ингэж харахгүй. What the fuck?
A banana, blink and you miss it.
IHC just collapse early. Annihilation is going to have to continue to survive. Now aggression in the apartments. Annihilation might want to slink back to the site. Bartek going to go for a around the world maneuver. Will they consider this? Trying to overcome adversity at this point, conceding 2 opening frags in the first 10
seconds. Rotating through chicken pit is always a bit saucy.
No one's going to consider this though,
but it's whack-a-mole when you poke your head up. They could be in so many different angles and positions. He's fortunate.
Hards out, no idea. Trigger discipline as well. Will PK steal himself? That was the bomb carry. He knows there's another around him. That is awkward. We need to see PKL go down. Blitz smoked off.
Ямар азаагүй бэ?
He overextends though. He goes through that grey screen.
Ямар азаагүй бэ Blitz.
Zevi parks over. There is 0% chance this is being cleared. Annihilation. He's even glancing at pit. He knows it's not been covered.
Hold up a second. If Annihilation just stays in the site, he might not get spotted here by the grey. The bomb can still go back towards B. There's time for this, but trying to cut them off with the pass. The bomb has to rotate through mid.
Baits the shot, keeps their feet planted too. Annihilation is a threat. Undeniably a threat. Goes for it, just double peeking. Very well played by PAIN.
Сая смокны ардаас яаж хоёр давхцсан юм хата сая харах юмсан. Сая тэгтээ бартаг ямар азгүй юм бэ? Ядчих зөндөө буудалд алцсан сая диглэр. Fuck.
We can see he wants to clear the corners, but overextends to the broom closet, goes down, and then you get the push from, I think it was Blitz, top banana, knowing that he either goes for this fight or the round phase. Annihilation finds this really funky timing. Let's keep it up.
This is going to get interesting. PKL already up top banana, but 3 just around the river bend. Off the flash, good headshot out of Techno. He's going to surely pay the head. No way, he's still alive. Trying to bail him out was Blitz. Zevi's found him. 2 frags, making it a third.
Yeah,
the site is wide open. He's not got the bomb, but he has got the territory.
You're right. Guys, I have B.
He's thrown both of the B site smokes. He's probably going to pull at least one of these.
The weird timing again, though. There's no. Oh, he has one more smoke here. So
bomb бүр ардсан биш тийм. Ямар удаа юм бэ?
Pushing. He's going to go through second mid, but unless Bartek gets caught out here, there's a chance for him to unravel things. Caught out. Good timing from Skulls. Okay. And
Ligүүрхээр.
Yep. Annihilation might want
Артагийн тайминг ерөөсө таарчихгүй нэ.
Banana and try and save.
Кабе байсан бол дийлдэхгүй. Харин Бартак мань жоохон аргагүй туслахгүй ч байгаа. Анхны том тайз нөхөө. Та 10 фрактай байна гэдэг чинь тайж шүү дээ. Хараа Англ 14-тэй, Жикно 14-тэй, Блиц 14-тэй, Бартак 10-тай, скор 10-тай энэ ч одоо. Ямар амир чиг тоглож байна.
I want to at least throw that not shade, but branding in the favor of Pain as well. Now, if you do want to check out the main stream, you can check it out on Twitch or YouTube. And we do have Greyhound taking on MIBR over there, so a bit more representation from the southern.
Скор минь ясан сул бодод байна.
They are at a similar scoreline as to we are. Anubis is their second map, and Vertigo coming in as the third. That's quite a tasty little map pool right there for Harry and Hugo.
Was that MIBR picking in Anubis?
It was, yes. And it makes sense because Greyhound aren't going to get too much time to practice a map like Anubis in Australia. What tends to happen is a lot of teams in Oz, when new maps come out, I had it happen to us when they added Cobble and Overpass at the same time. Nobody wants to play it. Right?
I don't know it, so I don't want to play it.
Exactly, right? And it's very difficult to get any worthwhile.
Энд дээр болон Жикно 2-ыг бүрэмгаасан шүү дээ. Нафлашн дээрээс скор юм хийчихсэнгүй.
Either here, so if they don't win Inferno being their own choice, it could be a 2-0 here, and the Aussies might be going home quite.
Скорын тоглолт нэг л болж өгөх. Пауз скор жоохон яамаар байна.
Currently with just one round to boast, and that was with a compromised buy. This one even more so. It's just that save rifle. Only an armor investment around it. And maybe a double blitz is sticking around. Nice catch PKL.
It's given them something here, but Score did have 2 flashes during all of this, and he burnt both of them just so Blitz could get out. They didn't actually use the flash to initiate. He just went dry, which is crazy in itself. But then Score just burnt both flashes immediately. So to reinitiate a
fight... What the fuck?
On one.
He's just playing pre-fire.
Yeah, truly. It looked like that. And Hardsound didn't get a chance.
Okay, well, Annihilation. You've only got the Deagle here, but it's the biggest pistol. Well, the biggest weapon other than
time guessing
He was considering it. He's floating between the options now, and it seems he's made the right decision. Only rifle for the team. With all 3. 2 remain. Can he complete the set? Skulls could be his next victim. That's if he has a premonition about this CT presence. The chicken's trying to warn him. Or maybe it's just a poltra.
Skulls looking at this.
USP shot. You pre-aim the boost. He does get one to the head. 20 HP for Skulls. Zevi gonna get pushed on another USP headshot, so there's damage. Can Blitz really finish the set? Too far off on that tuck-in from Skulls on the tree. We need to clear on this. 2 AKs now in the mix. Annihilation still on the dig. Down Skulls will eliminate Blitz and make things uncomfortable. Good util usage. Locking them out. Still Banana a threat. We need to see Annihilation activate here. And it's Zevi who falls. And Annihilation. Beautiful counter strike. Making a
oh my god. Please.
And resuscitate.
Ooh, yes. So fucking sexy, man. Яаж бодод байгаа юм бэ Блицээ? Ёй. Oh my god, that was so sick, guys. Really? Seriously though? Одоо хардаа боддод юм. Эхний үн шууд instant. Одоо хоёр дахь энэ гардаа зүгээр шууд байхгүй л гайс. Буудгаас өмнө алдсан.
But as far as the aim department goes, some really nice shots being hit here. And look at this.
Nice. Блиц яа жоохон мишэл гарах нь блицээ гой тоглож штий. Гэтэ бүрэн фокус IHC шүү дээ IHC.
That one's going to sting. PKO, you can see the hand on the head. You know how that one's going to feel.
I feel like it's now about even in terms of like cappuccinos ordered by both teams.
Okay, yep. Yeah, a bit it's frothy here this morning.
It's a frothy cappuccino.
За голтой олон толцсон.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah, well, you can feel it, can't you?
And when all it would take was that Tech9 going really weirdly wide, Bartak and Techno are stacked on top of each other's heads. A three-man mid-hold. I mean, you really shouldn't have any issues holding on against a couple of pistols.
I think they're expecting another force because of how these rounds have gone, but they've actually humbled PAIN here, who haven't heavily invested in this. And now, I think that they've realized there's a few more Glocks in play. At least the majority of the members of IHC have relinquished this forward pressure. It is just going to be that of Bartak still on the jiggles. Does need to be careful as he is met by score. So, not too many dramas available here.
Score ганцаараа тасралаа тэнцээ. За тий одоо Бартак тусламжаар ирж байгаа. Score. Төгөж. Nice. Болж ин одоогоо скорын тоглолт ороод өөртөө жоох ихтэй. Эко фрагууд шүү. Өө мара инээж байна. Зүйтэй шүү. За гоё скинүүдтэй юм да. Данш манай Монгол IHC арай барахулаг баха.
Halfway through that first half.
Yeah, definitely the clutches and those B rounds where PAIN just either mismanaged the time or Annihilation had a big clutch.
За энд буугийн л тогтооч guys. Энд буугийн л тогтооч. Энэ баян л тогтооч.
Was the start of this game and Blitz with that AK not great, but I would say those B rounds are probably the biggest.
Come on guys, you can do it.
Juggling 3 HEs.
This is fast. They might be quite quick onto the A site here. Bartak is the A anchor. Blitz has already flashed off the line.
Oh, ямар гоё нийт вэ.
And now the bullets. Hard down, not looking the right way.
Oh, гоё штэ.
Double in the feed. IHC with a leg up in the round. Will they commit? PKL. Up on short side. Big Uzera from the apartments and
oh, нийт ямар гоё нэ.
Good use of them. Two have connected so far.
За гоё шүү манайхаа. Тогтоо шүү.
PKL desperate for an overstep. It's certainly not out of the realms of possibility, but I think it does have to be PKL that moves first. It can't really be Big Uzera. He needs a distraction before he can activate out of the balcony position. That's a
nice
blitz. That's a one duel blitz. Makes things even harder.
За ямартач нэг нэмэлт мэдээлэл.
No avail. Big Uzera puts him in an early grave off of the Galil, but
5
seconds in the 2v4. You can understand the CTs with this cut of noise will start to consider the potential of a beast as well as that A site.
They have found the gap here though, expecting them to play 2-2.
Ангороо тоглож.
This is the right call here.
Тэгтхэн бэрүү орчул болон гоё юм да. Анхил болон барьсан ба шүү дээ. Бэрүү орчул их гоё хаа.
And then they'll have to deal with Techno, who you can see him just playing on that cold zero box.
Томроо болох юм.
Headshot angle with the perfect.
Oh, Бартака.
There's a prime example as to why. Wasn't ready for them both. Maybe there's a world where Big Uzera can find Techno. За бомб тавьж 10 секунд 2 секунд. It would be an ace clutch from Big Uzera. Score and Annihilation need to talk this one through together and hope IHC don't take too long about this. Just choosing to play on the default.
Зүгээр хүлээчихэж байгаа юм байна.
He goes for an info push, but this is all time in his favor if he can stop isolating a single duel. За шортер нэгдүгээр хийсэн манайхаа. Инхлаа. Уршлах хэрэгтэй. The element of surprise is found and perhaps even the round of the bullets but they don't have the time. Цаг байхгүй. Okay, clutched up.
Бартака тэгэж гоё хийчихэд ямар ийл байна. Ямар ил тоглож байна Бартака. Team чухал үе дээр.
Can I have a timeout?
Yeah, go on.
Because our listeners, Feels like we're doing a radio show. The people who know when we're casting, they know that I'm none of this BS. I'm not going to try and put lipstick on a pig here.
Тэр энэ дээр нэгийг унгач ямар хийлээ чинь.
I don't know, both teams have had some really inexcusable rounds. There's also been some good shots and some well-played scenarios.
Fuck, guys?
These late retakes from both teams in both halves respectively, not that at all. This is right now, and you and I had a quick discussion about this in the break, and I think you put it pretty aptly, and I'm going to butcher it right now, but both teams trying not to make a mistake are then making a lot of mistakes.
Right.
And that might come from the individuals here not wanting to make the plays because there's a lack of initiation, there's a lack of...
So what was the
you got to shoot them, boys.
What was the most alarming part? Was it in not clearing that close box? Or was it running down the first 20 seconds holding for him to be maneuvering out?
Because what are they expecting right here?
Just holding long and holding short?
They're assuming he's going to look to isolate a fight, right? Nice shot. They were expecting him to start looking for a duel somewhere to make sure he could have a one-on-one. He didn't push long. He didn't push short. They mollied the pit. He could have been up in halls as far as they knew because they took too long to make a move. They gave him too many options, which meant as the clock got lower and lower, when you're retaking in, you have more and more questions that you have to ask yourself.
It's not even giving him options. It's like they left too many options available to them. By the time you're going in, it's like, he still could be there or there or there, and you end up just jumping into the site looking a little silly.
Yeah, and I want people to understand, you got to give credit to Big Zero. He's doing the best he can. It was IHC just making some very, very poor errors there. They weren't even forced errors. They were unforced.
I don't know if I can call it an ace clutch either if the bomb takes the final frag, but...
Well, it's a clutch nonetheless. So look, 11-11, we're all tied up. I'll try and screw my head back on tight and see if we can get this one over the finish line here. But that is...
do you hit this site with 3 flashes and 3 smokes?
And you're about to be going into what should be 4 players because Annihilation
and
Techno can both rotate over. Blitz and Bartak, perfect utility usage right there. Understanding top banana call clear. Now they block apps. 30 seconds left. Rotation in. And this should be an IHC round. But hey, this is opposite day.
Let's find out. Blitz reveals himself from the trajectory of the incendiary. Repositions as well accordingly. 18 seconds. Guys, what do we do with this? You've got no ground and no time. Tough puzzle, to be fair.
Гоё round.
There wasn't too many right answers there, especially with IHC's top banana info play on Annihilation. So 1 AWP kill, about 1 minute and 20 seconds, and we'll call it 12.
Listen,
Mongolian
no
side
one's
now.
Every round of Counter-Strike is an exciting adventure.
No, that's why the last few always are, especially in an outsiders game.
There's nothing more exciting than
realize he has to.
He's blue balling all of us for that final moment.
Yeah, exactly.
So thank you, James.
He's teaching us the art of the tease.
It's not always everyone's cup of tea, but maybe it should be. That was the shot from Annihilation onto Zevi, and that was the round. As you just see, positivity behind the use of util. Just blocking them here as they do have a bunch of save rifles. Poor Zevi's had to operate now with a P250. No armor for him whatsoever. And right now, because of the back and forth nature of this half, PAIN are actually in the worst position if they are unable to convert. Right, these saved rifles, no loss bonus, meaning next round only 1900 loss bonus. They'll have to force again. A lot really goes into this round here for PAIN. If they that might go down the gurgler.
Down. Back into this. It's been a real wrestling match between the two of them.
Mud wrestling.
You will eat the flash and just immediately pull the trigger and back away to see the procedures outlined.
Okay, 2 smokes, 2 flashes. Ooh. That's all they have to operate with here.
And again, you have that horrible sinking feeling when you hear a CT smoke drop. Do you have to respect it if you're around that corner? Cloud9 or Hobbit smoke? Yeah, that's easy. Gets away free. Molly to stop the push, and they will charge on through and extinguish required, and now rapid. Oh, laid out. Blitz has been caught out. 1 HP needs to die. Will in trouble.
Oh, gosh, nice. Fuck yeah, let's go, boys.
You can see that there was just PAIN running out of options there. They didn't have many tools on their tool belt left.
Гойваа ангил буудлаа. Сая please ч ухаагүй амьд үлсэн амьдрал багтаа мэдээлэл авлаа шүү дээ. Шууд өгсөн байсан бол сая ангил руу дараад эйгүү болох байсан.
We didn't get it captured because the focus was surely and correctly on banana, but there was jiggling going on the long side and they could see nobody was top mid, and at that point you're either expecting a horse pop or a B play, and they'd already had B pressure. So right there, well, you connect the dots.
Nice.
And here it is. PAIN got left in this weird position. You could either force again or take the eco, and they've taken the eco with the 2400 coming into the bank balance next round. So it should...
Oh, sure, guys. Come on.
Unless IHC take their hands off the mouse and keyboard, it should be a 14th round here because it is Glocks.
Yeah, it's nice to see they've actually got some kind of deliberate anti-eco nade trajectories, just going for some nade damage early. Mollies to stop any quick grouped activity.
Хэл тусламжаар Артакын ч тусламжаар. Артак бас яасан юу тоглож байна. Цаа унж мунжих тусал чимээ мимитэй л унж байна.
School will get himself the first blood of the round.
Саний моолгоор плиз урсгалч мэдээлэл авчих юм байна шүү дээ. За second mid гэсэн мэдээлэл авсан. Үгүй second хараач. Яагаад мэдээлэл өгөхгүй нэ бойлер байхгүй гээд.
Even Glock with armor, actually.
Well, you know how the saying goes, Chad. Even a broken Glock is right twice a day.
Well, Zeros was right just there. Score goes down. Every last man standing, and here comes the mob.
All
right, 2 more rounds right. IHC to scoop up to confirm their map choice of Inferno, taking us to Nuke, where PAIN is trying to take the territory. But with the way both teams seem to be approaching things, we will see, standard.
No, sorry, guys.
Nothing crazy. We have Furia who refuse to go outside and do all their plays late through squeaky door, right? There is going to be a bit more of a standard variety. But this right here is the business end for PAIN Gaming. Do they have anything else to say?
Одоо энэ л ажил шүү. Одоо энийг дуусгачих. Гой цэгийн тавь, төслийн тавьчих.
Survival best of 3.
Та нар чадна. Бэдэр анхлаа. Нэг юм шууд унгаа. Шууд унгаа юу би. Оо, батчтай. Тэр би хийсэн мэт. Анхлаа шууд бэдэр нэг нь унгаа анхлаа үүсэн. Тушаалыг үүсдэг юм мистер үүсэн. Бум. Хасах. Би гээл. Thank you.
They throw a smoke of their own, so quick thinking from Annihilation and Co, and a nice opener there.
Well, this might be the first nail in the first map's coffin. It's PAIN Gaming just in this second half.
Both teams surprisingly giving a lot of space here on these CT sides, right? You can see here, top mid control, you can have it if you want. Banana control, it's all yours, and they have the number advantage, so makes a bit more sense as a flash forward at least gives up the jig of a little bit of presence. Because there, you can see him giving a couple of orders there as he does make his way towards Banana to join the rest of the crew. CT smoke deployed, one in exchange. They've blocked each other for the next 20 seconds or so. And well, look who's already starting to make a little bit of a rotation over. Annihilation in CT spawn. Feels like he's gotten wind of this. More utility to slow them here. Very good util usage from IHC.
Yeah, and even dropping nades in spawn. So you can pick up some extras on your way through. Annihilation's got himself some extra juicy goods and a little opportunity if they do go wide. He's vulnerable. The nade successful. Running out of options and players.
Улаацсан мэдээлэл гэсэн ба одоо цаг тоглож шүү дээ. Ёо бума. Ямар боцчоо.
With 4 opportunities to take their pick.
And again, we'll just return to that back and forth.
Goodbye, my lovers. Brazil, I love you. Fallen God, I love you. But still, I support my Mongolian IHC. We will win this game. Brazil, I love you. Don't please hate me. But I always support my own nation. That's IHC, that is awesome. Sheesh, харин тэглээ. Стоп, бома. Яг гоё илээ.
I'm less concerned about PAIN in Inferno. I'm just concerned that they do seem to be taking this point.
Тэгээ ийм гал тоглолт үзээд тахлаар чинь бүр хөлс гарахгүйгээ яах вэ? Хөлрөөдөх юм, цонхоо жоохон голглоо дараадах юм. За, бичийн цэг нь гоё шууд зүгээр.
Very quick, and against an orb that's very quick on the wrist. Nice from Annihilation. Trade's not there. Okay, Bartak does eventually pull one across the line, but still, it looks like we could have more rounds to talk about. So, make it just score, Techno.
Ooh, yeah, Bartak, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, you can see Zevi's mouth moving there. He heard all of that, but score. Do you really want to have a look here? You don't have a whole lot of cash. Your teammates can drop you in the next. A 1-on-3 to close.
Would be apt.
Barrel spotted, I think. Definitely, yeah, definitely spotted. I think Skulls just saw the
oh my god,
Bartaka!
Яасан нүтрөө вэ?
They get themselves some M4s, the AW.
Юуны гүйцэгээд тэгээд хоёр дахь зүгээр 50 харлаач.
Did he make it to Oz? Was that a player? No, it was
Са инхэл зүгээр яачихгүй татчихгүй. Пличиг ардаарсан смоконд нь ядчих давхартаа дунгаацсан юм биш үү?
Crazy Frog.
How much for that fish?
Was it from Crazy Frog? Ring ding ding.
That wasn't Skewer, that was Crazy Frog. He was someone else.
I thought it was okay.
What the fuck?
No.
Сайд жах пличиг смокны цаанаас яачих юм? Смокон дундуур нөгөө анигтлыг алах гэж нэвтэлж байхдаа пличиг унгаачих юм.
Understandably so.
Yo, ямар адгүй госч байсан.
Just Annihilation and Blitz with a bit residual. Mara coach given the marching orders to close things.
Жохон сандраад байна гэнэ. Харин тэгэл шүү. Арахгүй анхных нь том тэмцээн.
And for IHC, OT, ain't much love when you go OT when you've had a 15 to 11 lead here.
Олон чиглэл байна да буудалтаараа.
Nothing crazy, and that was a fast move from PAIN. So IHC just starting with a standard opening, 2 banana, 3 porch side. Boost in the boiler room there to catch anybody off guard in the default.
Oh, нээдүүд бас гоё юм штэ.
Damage here from IHC. Either they've
бүр басгацсан штэ.
They've done great damage with the nades to chip away.
За одоо энэ дуусгацгаар амдах шүү байна. Миний бодлоор хүртэл. За мангар хурд орох нь дээ.
Counter util down. It's up to Techno and score for this initial engagement.
Nice. Сичнийг орсон шүү.
On the M4 spray down. He is being flanked. Ruined Wrap does well. Need to clear Techno. Oh, and hand.
Nice штэ.
Only Zevi to extend play.
Би хийсэн мэт өөс нь хийсэн айчиг гүзэтгэсэн. Энэ раунд дууссан юм шиг байна гэсэн дууссан. Гоё штэ гоё. Бартак одоо жоохон сэргээд нэг жоохон сандарлаа дуусгачих хэрэгтэй. Одоо боогор ихний тоглолтын зүгээр. That's what I'm talking about, boys. Let's go. 1-0. Жоод ихтэй сандрал айлал талдаа их байна уу? Nice. Бат ихтэй саяны мап чинь манай пик шүү дээ. Одоо айлын согсон пик орж ирнэ. Манайх нэгтэй буудалт бол бас амар байна. Яа, плициг ардаа энэ үнэхээр амар бодсон хэдэн раундн дээр. За гоё. За манайх 2 дахь маяг бэлтэл түр брейк авъя guys. Жохон завсарлага аваад тэ усундагаад хүлээд бицаа дээгүүн идээд ороод ирэх. За, be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here at IEM Katowice. I am joined by Lewis. We are the telestrator. We're changing things up just a little bit because we want to touch on some of the intricacies that we have seen in this first map. IHC taking over the W. It was a rough game. There was a whole lot of back and forth. And there was also quite a fair amount of mind games, Lewis.
Yeah, this is a good example, right? What we're about to see right now is a very classic round from the T's, right? They're about to do a Abs pop, which I'm going to play right now.
I could mime what's happening in the game, but I think we have a beautiful camera on top of us who can showcase what is happening here on our telestrator.
Well, basically what IHC is going to do is they're going to do an Abs pop. They're going to run an Abs pop here, which I'm going to play the round right now.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah,
we got
there we go, guys. So basically what's happening here, like because of the angle Hardzal was holding, he didn't get blind by the flash that came from middle, right? So he shoots a good angle, gets they managed to get double kills. I'm going to play the round. Round continues. It gets pretty tight in this
It's a good
this one.
first defense so far.
Good defense so far. It comes down to a very close round.
Do you think they could have won this round?
Yeah, they could definitely won this round, especially if the guy wins this duel, right? Which he did, and then loses the duel now.
Now this is where the mind game. Now, guys, at home, please take a second to see the mind game coming over. We are round 7. This is a round after this, and what's happening is that IHC is going to call the exact same strategy. It is relatively rare in Counter-Strike, but also not that much. You lose a round, you think it was a little bit tight. Guys, listen, I got the call. We're going to do exactly the same strategy. And this is where PKL, Pain's leader, has such a read on the situation. Not only is there one player in the name of Hardzal holding, but he's got a graveyard companion covering him at the same time. It's a double setup. Can you imagine if you're IHC how hard this must be? Because guys, I don't want to ruin the spoiler and the fun for you, but what is about to happen for IHC is no bueno at all. It is a complete meat grinder.
Yeah, and I think it's nice because we expected this game to be close, but we're not talking about mind games and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's really nice to see. Yeah, there is a very, very interesting to see that there's mind games involved, that they're trying to outsmart their opponents, and yeah, just
that one to me, that's a +1 for PKL. We're gonna pause that sound again. We can walk our way back, join our dear Shock's host. Coming back to you.
A little lonely.
Yeah, we had a good time over there. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it looked great. You don't even need me, actually. What I think is really cool about you showing that, because of course Pain ended up not winning the map after all. And we were talking in the green room about the fact that IHC at times looked sharper. So that for Pain to have a chance to overtake, we're going to need a lot of those moments, and they are very difficult to replicate.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. I think that in the first half, Pain took over by some of these strategic moves. I feel like maybe from an oversight or an overview perspective, their Counter-Strike was slightly better, but IHC had such a strong mechanical raw power to them that they were actually able to overcome some of these situations. Here, that wasn't the case on our example, but damn, they shoot hard.
Yeah, I missed a little bit from a couple things from Pain Gaming, right? On their city side, I think that if you're Pain Gaming and you're playing against a team that is going to be, as we spoke about, they're going to be not as methodical as some of the other teams will be on their T sides. So there is a lot of opportunities for the AWPer or for the riflers to get those entry kills. And then there is a couple moves that you can do as city to get those kills, which is usually something aggressive. I'll give a couple examples, like there's a couple of like, let's play your game, let's play more calm, and maybe that wasn't a good plan for this particular matchup.
Maybe not. We also saw PKL with his head in his hands at some points, when it was very early in the game. How close are you with them? How much do you know about kind of their body language and how worried we should be?
Well, as a coach, like usually when the IGL is face palming and is kind of like stressed out in the middle of the game, that's not a good sign, right? And especially as the IGL, like you kind of want to give the vibes to your players that, hey guys, this is under control, you know. And I kind of miss that from the Brazilian guys, you know, to show a little bit of more energy. I know it's a tight game, I know it's close, but if they show like that they can trust each other, that we can do this, I'm kind of missing that from them, and I hope they can bring this to the second round.
They are Brazilian after all, so maybe they should actually shout in the studio.
I have a talk with them immediately.
Who knows? So the Air Force Aim High head-to-head is between PKL and Blitz. Blitz, who had some crazy rounds, actually.
Very sharp, honestly, very sharp. And I can understand PKL's frustration because it felt to me like in some of these rounds, PAIN actually had the right decision. They had the right pieces in the right place at the right timing. But someone from IHC, Bleed for that matter, did that a couple of times, would just come up with a massive double kill. So clean, so clinical. And then you're left thinking, when are we going to win rounds? If I had the right call, if I took their defense off guard, if I took everybody by surprise, but still the one lonely defender puts down 2 or 3 of my attacker, when am I going to win? And I think this is where the frustration comes from.
That's frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we saw a battle of the IGLs, right? Which makes it even more interesting that the IGLs are stepping up. But, you know, just in general, I think that, as we spoke about, I think the IGC guys, they look really sharp. Like, they are very good individually speaking. And I think for PAIN Gaming, it is kind of underwhelming to see that guys like Biguzera, for example, who is in a spot to be performing better individually, and Zevi as well. You know, I think they all need to step up. We saw that from PKL yesterday as a leader, putting up frags and also calling pretty well, but we need more. We need more from the rest of the players.
When it comes to kind of the players as well, and the Annihilation, rather, better player than the movie. Although maybe some people really love the movie. But he was brought in, right, before the major, and there had a lot of nerves and wasn't able to show what he could show. I think we saw it a little bit more here, and we still have to take into account that they are playing with a player they don't usually play with. I feel like we almost forgot, which is very good news for them.
Well, they're strong enough individually to make us forget about it, right? They make us forget about the mistakes because they have individuals with very strong shoulders in that game who've been able to step up time and time again. Not even the full lineup. You mentioned it, right? Kabbalah is not here, obviously. A very happy situation he's having at home. We understand the priorities, but still, I feel like the individuals did what they had to do. They stepped up, they made the move, they made the difference. And this is why HC is now 1-0.
They are, but after the break, of course, it is time for map 2. We are going to nuke, so don't go anywhere.
The bell tolls for Cologne. This cathedral, a cathedral that is stacked from the earth to the heavens with the greatest of all the fans, the most passionate.
Dallas, we're back. Counter-Strike is in our DNA. It always has been, and it always will be. And now we are once more returning to where it all began.
This is the least candid shot I'm doing during the lobby. We have 2 lovely gentlemen here who have set up their lights perfectly for us, and it's just to put the light on your beautiful face, Harry. Thank you for joining me here today, and you're going to be an integral guest here on the lobby. What do you have to say for yourself?
I'm sorry for whatever I may have done, Chad, for you to put me in this position, but I'm having a great time.
This isn't an interrogation by any means, but
it feels like an interrogation. You give those vibes. I don't know what that is.
I'm not very good with the mic either. It's either your mouth, my mouth, anyone's audio, someone's hearing something in and out. But on this map behind me, I would like you to point out Brazil.
This one, right kind of here, right kind of there, in this general area, somewhere around here, there's Brazil.
Okay, and look, now that we've established where Brazil is, I wanted to talk a little bit about your back pain. How's it feeling?
Every day I am in kind of excruciating pain. That's how I would explain it. I have to lie down a lot. Lying down doesn't always help it, Chad. Sometimes the only way to really get that help that you need, well, you know how to do that, but I don't want to go into it.
You don't want to know the secrets. Okay, so basically what I've done is I've used you twofold right now to set up my segue to talk about pain, back pain, Brazil on the map. twofold right there, and you just have to stand here and enjoy the moment because PAIN, they brought in Zevi and Skulls to bring some young action to the squad. Harry, anything you want to say about PAIN?
I love him, but not my pain, not my back pain.
The team PAIN.
The team pain.
The team PAIN. Bye. We've been making our way through the player lounge here with a bunch of good stuff going on. We've got a barber, we've got a table tennis table, we've got all the snacks, and well, I found Skulls with me here from PAIN. Mate, long way to come. It's a bit cold outside. I imagine that's not how it is back in Brazil?
No, not really. We was back there taking photos right now, and it was really cold.
Yeah, no, mate, I got to rug up. My eyes get all red. For me, it's really strugglesome. I think we're both from a hot place. But, okay, so PAIN's here, right? You guys seem to be the most slept-on Brazilian team, I think, because the results from PAIN, they always seem to be good, but no one's talking about PAIN. Why is that?
I think we didn't have the opportunity to play against the better teams yet. Now we have the opportunity, and now is our time to shine.
Okay, all right, so a bit of confidence there. Now, you and Zevi are the two newer boys to the roster, right? Joining PKL, Bigizera, Hardzao. You bring some firepower to the team, but what else do you guys bring to the team?
I think we bring some kind of, how can I say, like good mood for the team, younger mood, and that's why the team changed so much.
Okay, so there's been some evolution of PAIN, and we should be able to see that here in Katowice?
Yeah, of course. We practice a lot, and we are really confident right now, so yeah, you can expect a lot for this.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for your time, and good luck in the event.
Thank you.
We are back in business. IHC and PAIN Gaming duking it out for a chance to get themselves over to the main event. Katowice, it's underway.
Go.
From Poland and bringing you the action here. Myself, Machine, and Chatty B. You can call him Sponge, call him Spoonge, call him anything you want, really.
Yeah.
Just be respectful.
Yeah. Anything will work these days. You say that guy?
That guy over there.
Point at me.
That was the guy that was just talking, actually. You just saw him doing the interview.
Yeah.
That was good, yeah.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Actually.
I was admitted.
Back pain, team pain, T-Pain, perhaps.
Yeah, well, we know about his music as well. Skulls, he was telling me he's a massive fan of T-Pain and the music he's been putting out.
Well, I think PAIN are going to have to get
Yeah.
in tune.
Одоо хожиж шүү дээ, тийм ээ, guys.
Refine it enough in my brain, but yeah, they are going to have to get in tune and off the same hymn sheet if they do want to take us to a third IHC.
Please compose сонсоод байгаа юм шүү дээ.
The bag, and so IHC just one map win away, and they're no slouch on nuke. They play this map to a high level. This is certainly not going to be a walk in the park.
Манайх ч гэсэн нүктээр үзээтэй шүү дээ. Тоглолтгүй шүү. Хай, орой минь манайхаа. Тэнийг хэлчихэ.
Or decide
Yeah.
a lot of weight going on. Now let me take a look at
За боогоор хоёр дахь мap манайхаа.
PAIN runner strategy.
За PAIN-ийн сонголт. Шууд томор ороод ирж байгаа
This
шүү
is not the same
Okay,
strat they ran
go on
last
then,
time.
Techno. What you got for us? A quick headshot and another one between the eyes for him. Score, light on bullets. One is all he needs as he does get a fresh clip.
Нөхөр.
Down and
Trade. Oh.
PKL, the last man standing as there was just a full bare
Ямар хурдан раунд болчихоо.
top side.
I was taking a bit of a look, right? Because with PAIN, they ran what looked to be the same pistol on Vertigo against Ents yesterday.
Нэр уухай болчихсон юм бро. Yeah, man.
Actually worked out in their favor.
Of course, no drinking.
That's right.
Big kills, right?
Fuck drinking.
Ents actually counter-stratted it. This one here was a bit different.
Сая техно дахиад нэг юм гачихгүй.
The hub, but IHC again are going to operate with this.
Сая скоттой сайднаас тэр сая гарч иж байгаа хоёр дахь нь гарах гэж амар удажчлаа.
Now Annihilation and Blitz are part of this yard combo. They'll be the two tasks with main outside, back warehouse, dropping down secret, those type of plays. Bartak over towards ramp, and Techno and Score will be locking down A. And there's a tag. They've already made it quite quickly with a lot of forces, make it 4 in total, and the bomb down towards B.
Yeah, Score may not know PKL has already slipped past, but it's certainly going to be knowledgeable. Or knowledge for his teammates. Rotating in, Dark was held for a moment. Now the response is a double good impact from Score in these opening two. Annihilation, one tag needs more from his team, and that's gone on the pistol. Just Annihilation.
За хэл ганцаараа ядж яхад нээд авсан.
3 to find, and not much hope in that regard. Don't need to rush it. Hardzao, you got the bomb, Arda.
Yeah.
Going on an adventure.
No, I like that. I do like that because sometimes teams overcomplicate it, give him too much space. He's trapped. He can't drop back. He would have fallen back into skull. Let's just shoot him.
Yeah.
Right. Sometimes the easiest way is violence, but this is curious. Score got 2 kills right there, and that was both with the MP9. You get them here in the highlight package. That's 1,200 smackaroos with the loss bonus, and he's actually opted right now to buy a silenced M4 with Kevlar. So carrying that through, I'm not sure this will be expected right here, and it might see this boost behind the CT blue box. Used to be CT red, there it is.
They got really close with Blitz on his hero AK on Inferno, so let's see if they can continue. So with PKL gone, that's the M4 shown.
And they don't know how much else is in play. That's 1 M4, that's really all they've seen. How many other investments are there?
Yeah. You do start to get a little more paranoid, a bit more cagey.
Well, they've called the bluff. They've all returned right now, the remaining 4 members of PAIN towards Yard.
I guess they're imagining it's going to be treated the same as you would perhaps an AWP. You know, you've shown it, you need to reposition
it. Cool. Down towards Secret silently. They'll have no idea that they've crossed here. And this ramp stack, sure, it can respond to it quite early. But if PAIN use their utility wisely, which they have done, they can molly one side of ramp, they can smoke the other, they can make their way on towards B. And at that point, it should be a very easy round.
Got to putt it in at that point. Yes, Score has found that opening, but a nice response and one with some initiative. Lobby, which is the quote-unquote wrong thought. They'll hear the glass and realize their mistake, but as you discussed, until good.
Score буугаад бол сейлсэн дээр шүү дээ.
Round pretty much a guarantee.
Oh, Blitz is coming through this. Risky business from Blitz.
Yeah, giving it a little look, seeing what he could muster.
Okay, he's not going to kill.
Like this with Hardzau and Skulls trying to get the egg off of their face. The Techno.
Nice,
Blitz has got the frag and now it's all onto Skulls. Now they are low. On the bomb is Techno. Blitz, he's been hitting every shot. He takes off now. Skulls to come up clutch.
Nice. Ямар гоё раунд вэ?
Again, impactful. Just
they
came in with that. Score leaves with 3. Blitz the double to really make that a reality.
Smoke дондорсоо дайраад ороод ирлээ. Доцорж нь. Бакс ирж шүү дээ.
Whereas on the other side of things, PAIN are the ones with the backs against the wall. They're the ones who are trying to take this to 3.
Ямар гоё ороод ирв баг. Блиц зүг шүү дайраад ороод.
Disrespect smokes, and that called them out on their CT side of Inferno too. Remember, Blitz walked up mid, popped that guy over towards quad side.
Woo, let's go, boys.
IHC to win a round like that. PAIN with another real bad round, unfortunately. We'll see them follow through with a force by 2 Deagles, 3 AKs up against now.
За скорын hero M4-чтэй ажил хийлээ дээ.
Oh, big Sarah straight through the smoke into the dome.
Yeah, you take those.
Yeah, let's see if these CTs are going to get too rustled. I mean, that was one of the lightest investments. It is just the Desert Eagle, but still first blood and on to King. Damn, Zevi pins Blitz to the wall.
Well, both.
За бас тал оноо барлаа. Ёо, скорыг тэгж буудаж халаад тахтай.
Bartak to be tested next. IHC running out of players. Big Uzera going to be the pointy end.
За сонссон мэт. Оо е.
2 clicks, 2 frags. Why not make it a round? Finally cut down.
The
round surely going to fall into place now as only really Techno wasn't the events considered if he wanted to try and be competitive for it, but it does seem like he's to hold on to these.
I feel like the way the rounds have gone, IHC are going to make you question everything, clear every corner, take nothing for granted.
I'm sure we're going to see Big Uzera POV, or I'd like to hope so. But just a well-placed crosshair, enough repetitions that he knows exactly where that head will be, or at least has a pretty damn good educated guess.
And nice response though. It still will be another IHC buy coming into the next. You can see here on the right-hand side of your screen, Blitz has 3.8 before the loss bonus. Score has 3.1. Bartak, there's a bit of a conversation to be had about his purchases coming through, but he is the ramp holder, so you can always operate with an MP9. Something a little bit less potent in the purchases. And
yeah,
sound effects on my brain not working, but the sound effects by the original Batman. Kapow.
Kapow, kachow.
Kachow.
Krakow.
You guys got a different version.
It's only 30 minutes away.
That's true. And here it is. Bang!
No.
Oh, yep, that'll do nicely. And so will that. Zevi providing as
well.
It was a great shot out of Annihilation, just the top of that head showing over the box. But
feeling good about that one as well. Even a bit of a smile with the bump.
Let's see where we go from here. We're into our 5th round, and it's the closest we've seen to a full gunny. All in play. Annihilation, what you got for us? Smoked off, and immediate reaction is down the vents. I like this. Positioning for the knife kill. He's being a cheeky boy about it. If there was anything quick off of that, so it makes sense.
You see how this works though, right? So Annihilation is the AWP, you're expecting him to watch yard. No point when there's a smoke wall. So Blitz, he calls now that he can't see the secret cross. Annihilation goes down the vent. He'll reposition and lock things down from the double door signs. Thank you very much, Chev. And now Blitz will drop back into a more passive position to cover off if they want to rotate around and make their way towards heaven. That means top side players, Score and Techno will have to worry about main. So they have to worry about Hut, Squeaky and main at this juncture. But as a top hit, Pinned and Skulls will take that one every day of the week. But Blitz with the double.
Blitz
Blink of an eye, Annihilation activates. He wants to go clear out secret, and there is going to be somebody lingering. That's the bomb carrier. Big Uzev, oh sorry, Hards now is going to have to be very, very careful. Hard clear for Annihilation. How diligent will he be? And whoops, okay, even with the bomb, he reaches. Get your ass over here, Skulls. Not looking and clearing out the rafters, so an easy pickup for Score leaves Zevi in an uncomfortable 1 versus 3, and not really got the time to get too much going. Now down the vents is nice, and it's going to be undeclared, so maybe Annihilation gets caught off here. He has got a flick in his repertoire, but if it's a one tap, not even necessary. No vision. Zevi makes it a 1v2. Best access point for Bartak down ramp. Score got vents on the brain and the gonna get the bomb down. This 1v3 goes now 1v1, a duel, a battle of wits. Zevi and Score. Ops for dark, door open. Score, will you consider this as a boatload of have to use his bullets and his brain. So much uncertainty, very loud about this. Zevi can hear him above him. A full sweep. Surely this implies dark. Surely, yeah, you can see Scores can not clear it. And oh no! Gorgeous for that one might just
come on.
Bit of an open window for that spray.
He's gonna feel that one. Did all the heavy lifting. I was a little perplexed why that it wasn't more bodies already on that B site from IHC, because I know that Annihilation was playing to give them the bomb, but if you'd kept eyes on top secret, you would have known that they either have to Zevi here and Score. Well, he needs to count his lucky stars because he's got away with that one. Up to 9 kills now. Good impact early and a nice little clutch.
Bartak, he's got a lot of presence heading his way quick. Nade good. Need a frag. Make it two. Well, could not have asked for more from your ramp hold.
Annihilation,
understandably hesitant to retake Hell. This is ball from Blitz and unnecessary. PKL winds to his trick, catches him out, and does manage to remedy some of the damage done by their initial ramp take. And speaking of ramp take, they are still occupying that position.
It's good real estate to have here, but the fact there's 2 players lower, 2 players upper here, it would be really not advised to head down towards B, but they don't really know what lies in wait. Now that they know that Blitz is down there, assume someone has to be tasked with watching yard. Annihilation, a bit of a search here, and
nice.
It's a good shot into Skulls.
And the rest will fall nicely into place. Bartak on the cliff. Big Uzera, just PKL lobby. Unable to finish.
Spray жохон ялч silenced нэг сум алцаалц.
With 15 HP, poor PKL doesn't really have too many options.
Yeah, bomb go боо сейвсэн дээр хаад сийч.
Look how active IHC are. Everyone keep moving around. Open a few gaps here, but timing a cruel mistress as it looks like PKL will just be saving this AK over towards Warehouse. Good to see Annihilation hitting a couple of shots, right? When he got picked up and added to this team, I believe it was from NKT, which is like meant to be like an Asian international team. I know that seems strange, but obviously I think we had like someone from South Korea. We had definitely a couple of Mongolians and everything. Urcast and Annihilation were both there. Cool. So, you know, mushing a few different nationalities together to try and get the best out of the region. Didn't really work out too well for them, but Annihilation, he joined this team replacing 9, and initially when you saw it, I was like, well, maybe they should have stayed with 9, right. You know? But Annihilation here so far today has had some really good moments, some good openings. Well, remember, Cabal can't be here, so Bartek, the substitute, standing in and just has to fill that void and do the best he can. And look, he's doing all right, right? He definitely had some moments where his kills have had impact, and right there is another example. Let's see what PAIN can do with this one saved AK-47 in the hands of the Picklemeister himself.
PKL's already got himself across and unspotted. And information has not been revealed, therefore there is something to be said about this play.
Ooh, down the vent. Might be a little bit dicey here. Blitz, you're about to get sidelined, blindside bullet. Not on the side of the head, but definitely on the side of the body. That's a rude shock.
Yeah, now Bartek's got a bit of a rock and a hard play situation. He has to deal with well, consider it dealt with. This shot out of Annihilation still not too bad.
Wait, what the fuck are you doing? What the hell, bro? Come on. Focus та. Сандарч болно шүү дээ. Гэтэ буруу тоглож болохгүй шүү дээ. Буруу тоглолтод нь алдаа гаргаж болохгүй шүү дээ. Тийм. Буруу тоглолтыг буруу алхам хийгээд их юм. Арай л сул хөдөлгөөнтэй байгаа. Тэр инферно зэрч гисэн жижиг илсэн дээр хол лонгийн үнийг алангуудаа бүр талбаан голж ивж хагаад хит рүү хурцсан.
It's going to be very rifle heavy here. Now I want everybody to note quite quickly PKL who has one of the back spawns is actually
болж шүү. За сая Бартак гой зөксөлөө зөрөгтэй сая байлжчлаа. Тэггүйсэн бол доогуур нь хүн алдсан. Нэг талтаа одохтоохоос л өөр аргагүйсэн тий.
That double from Bartek over towards ramp, so good stuff from him in multiple rounds now. Locking down the threat, he attack. His name is Bartek. We love to see it.
And they push. They do like to push.
So the MAC-10 outside, curious, very curious here from PKL. I guess he
chill, bro. Yeah.
Here.
I'm not mad. I'm just like pointing out the mistakes, you know.
I fancy the MAC-10's chances against an ALT, though.
I guess the bonus is he doesn't have head armor, but in terms of thickness for the quickness, the AWP should be winning this one.
За энэ спот руу smoke score орчдөг.
Coming through. Yep, I don't have a smoke or I don't have that lineup. What are you throwing? What am I throwing? Here you go.
Just do it for me, mate. Smoke's in the sky.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Deary me.
That's nearly.
Smoking.
Down to 8 HP still. 4 versus 5. IHC looking to maintain this advantage, and only just by a Nat's wing they do so. Score repositions and.
За хүний даваатаа болно ихэл авсан.
Creeping out of the squeaky door. This is
гоё штэ.
Secondary to force fights. We need to see the swing score so low.
Давхурдах болно ч байсан.
One might have done it. But now loud up to heaven is Bartek. We'll have attention drawn there momentarily. Annihilation to crawl in.
За 3-3.
Waiting for the cue. Bartek's got the.
Огнод ихэндээ. Энэ фланк амар л явах нь удагдсан л хичээдээ.
Close the round or deny this retake. That's big from Big Uzera. Appropriate. Blitz.
За нэг шар нэг фланк дээр ирж байгаа.
Now this flank should have the round, especially with a bang, and there goes Skulls.
Яа, скор ямар азгүй байгаа тий. Сая тэгтээ сая нэвтэлж байгаа дөөрөө зөндөө их дамж авчлаа.
That's a big kill from Hans out there, right? Especially on the score. I know he's low, but you could see it from Score's perspective. He could have had a double, right? If he wasn't hard cleared, could have made a
игүүтгэл. Техно бол нэгийг нунгагаад хоёр дахь хүн дээр нэлийн удлаалгасан да. Нэлийн өндөр дамж үзүүлсэн.
Two pistols, 3 M4s. This is the
fight we're talking about. Ихнийхээ унгаагаад хоёр дахь нь унгаас тий.
They wanted to take that fight and the kill from Hans. Very, very important. And PKO enjoyed that one. So keep the boys fired up. And this time the smoke wall works.
Yeah, and it's rather swift. Blitz. He might be right behind him if he's not careful. Clears it now. Will he consider an early descent?
Орж штэ Blitz гой. Харсан бууг нь.
Barrel betrayed. PKL can do nothing about that.
Annihilation's rotated. Bartek has help.
He's gonna need it. Flash is good. Oh, and Skulls.
So nice.
Go down to that 5-7 again. Bartek, he's passing.
Болж штэ.
On this nearly all 3.
Болж шүү. Мэдээлэл авсан. Мохыгаа сонгосон шүү дээ. Thanks. Үгүй л Монгол nice. Тэглэх байх. Бартакийн бол буудалт нь бол байгаад байгаа юм. Гэтэ өмнөх ихний мапа бодоход энэ мапн дээр харин хамаагүй чөлөөтэй гоё буудаж байна те guys. Жохон үйлдэл л. Болж шүү.
Up off the ladder, IHC though, it does seem like they will return to their winning ways. Of course, 4 of the last.
Come on boys, come on. Гэ CT талаас ч бас Олон раунд болчихно да.
Actually, we're worried about the midpoint. Next round they should get enough.
Би тэгтээ тайлбарлахгүй байгаа шүү дээ манайхан зөв үдчихэж байгаа шүү. Тайлбарлаж ийсэн бол би зүгээр алхам тутмыг нь ярьж байгаа шүү дээ. Зүгээр watch party хийж байгаа шүү guys те. Cast бол биш тийм гэж байгаа.
I thought after the first I was like, yeah, job done, right? If you're that ramp player, you have support, really good work. But the fact he gets another kill and even the dink on the fifth and final member of Big Yzera,
he's probably done enough to, force them to change any sort of bullying ramp plan they may have had.
Exactly. That's where I wanted to go with that conversation, because if you thought that the new boy was going to be a weak link, he showed that he had multi-kills in multiple rounds. That's all you need to do to scare them and send them back off into
гадаа фиклгүүд том орж байгаа юм байна да.
They will be doing some more.
Жижиг орж байгаа юм шүү. Ёо, boost гоё орж байгаа юм шүү.
And they are up. So ramp again.
Okay, well, Bartak, we might have a friend hidden in the rafters. Bartak will take 3.
За болж штэ Бартак уулын сайн будаж байна сайн будаж. Дотлын хүн байсан бэ? Клиц юм хийж чадсан.
Plenty of time for this as well, so they can
дэш буу авна.
Silence them 4 now, both equipped and even peak.
No
head armor, however. And we've seen how they tend to be in these rounds. There's a lot of moving around. If you just look at the radar, you can see 0 and 9. That's Annihilation and Techno both just having some glances. They're not quite sure where Pain have gotten off to yet. There's been no signal since the initial exchange over towards ramp.
So there's a lot of dark spots. You can see Techno holding heaven and that. Now we see some movement with 30 seconds left. Pain have set their sights on B.
За нэг хүнийг скор болон скорын тайминг.
He's definitely caught a whiff.
Давхарцсан ёо ямар гой давхартаад ороод ирээ. Nice. За гоё. Бартакийн бол буудалт бол байна. Эхний мап утгад 2 дахь мап дээр хамаагүй сайн буудаж байна. Үнэхээр сайн буудаж байна. Одоо орох болгонд 2-ыг унгаж ирж доотлно. Нэгийг бол 100% унгаад байгаа. 2-3-ыг бол унгаач. Энд чи 2-ыг унгаагаад 3 та.
I feel that you should at least be warded off until you force a rotation. Get someone down secret, right? Make sure you can get that warehouse present.
Even a cheeky vent drop, anyone got a good spawn? Let's test that util. Top site has been having very quiet starts, other than perhaps I think we've seen Molly towards CT vent and a kill on Techno. We've seen that Deagle shot from Big Zera, but other than that, there's been very little kind of early contact in the lobby to top side fight.
And this is one of the things that we do see with teams who are coming from smaller regions, right? And I can't say Brazil's a small region by any means, but definitely not established teams who are competing.
That's fair.
Yeah, so one of the things you do see is util thrown with intent of an expectation, but without actually doing anything to force that expectation.
За том шууд хурдж байна да.
Right? But over here, if you just throw the nades and expect there to be the standard movement, that's not always the case. You see Techno here, he really wants to guard against this vent drop. That's why they have the extinguish, that's why he's flushed forward here, and they through the smoke. Blitz goes down, that is easy as you like.
Тэгтээ ойрхон нэг хүн байгаа гэж шалхуулаагүй лөө.
Not anymore. Heard that one.
Сонсогцсон.
A lot of very successful smoke sprays throughout this game. Intuition on point. Good flash forces that.
Моли явахгүй шүү дээ. Харин ашигтай да.
On A.
There are mollies available here, but it's on PKL whose yard has just been used, and whoa, Techno just stepped out into the fight.
Okay, CT's change of plan. They were considering a bit of an aggression towards Trophy, but now rejigging it.
Workable now though for IHC.
Скор байрлалаас олж байгаа юм шүү дээ. Гадуураа тоглож байгаа.
Grave of Techno.
Uncleared.
Скоро ямар азгүй тайминг вэ?
PKL quick.
Ямар азгүй тайминг вэ?
6 now to 5. Pain back.
Баахан таргет гараад ирлээ өдөөс.
They have been quite sporadic. We've had the most T rounds we've seen in consecutive fashion was the pistol in its second round. We haven't since then seen Pain string 2 together. Let's see if perhaps round 12 can be the exception.
feels like maybe they should have had a couple more, right? They lost that solo score M4 in the third round. Score also won that clutch where Zevi, he did all the hard work to win the 1-on-3 and then was unable to convert against a falling score. And again, a few omissions. Let's see if IHC can do it once more.
Careful now, Blitz. Yeah, did concede a nasty death previous.
PKL saw two. Mouth movement, saw the position of credit card and Blitz on the aggress.
Yeah, and immediately Chef has the same thought as I'm sure Pain do. Ramp sounds good. 2 yards, you say? Could be uncomfortable. Feels uncomfortable. Oh, an annihilation. Doesn't really get many more of those. A pot shot taken and run on down. Now just that very potent 5-7. 2 on the ramp. The rest were M4s, and I think the easiest option here is just to go ahead and press F12 to save.
Very close here with 2 players already lower, and I don't think they're expecting that score. If you got that kill, maybe there's a chance to get into things.
They're going for it. Big frag, big down, now hard down.
Nice, collapsing.
The M4s make it look too easy. PKL's nowhere near.
I think the body language right there says a whole lot here.
Oh, wow, that was a catastrophe. And yeah, they're going to do a 10-second defuse.
Nice, ямар гоё иртэй гэлж вэ. Ахгүй раунчтай сайных.
Everything. But they tickle them over towards the door. The bomb's actually getting planted open. And the reason
ямар гоё раунд авчаа.
Molly that lands bottom of the stairwell. But that had faded with that exchange. So as the digits get punched, the door swings open. They forget about the players over towards window. They remove one from the site for free. We'll take that. Thank you very much. Then they win both duels towards the window side.
Ямар гоё дүүлүүд авч. Энд чинь 2 хүнийг алдчихж байгаа шүү дээ.
Towards ramp where Skulls gets the double up. So Blitz and Score in combination just absolutely ruin things here, and frustrations must be at an all-time high for Pain right now.
Feel it.
Over the course of 2 maps, way too many micro mistakes here that are costing them some really key, crucial rounds against IHC.
And there's nothing more frustrating than being close to that next elevation. That was elevation and evolution combined. Either or.
Both work.
Yeah.
Look at Bartak. He's got an aggressive over towards ramp here. So he'll be quick to the chase if they do hit top, which they're currently posturing for. They've thrown yard smokes, misdirection, but here comes the top play. Zevi's molly backside flashes up into. Bartak, shoot him, please.
You're making me. No, they're coming. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! They have no idea. Substitute. Just. The trigger discipline. He's 18 years old. That's mad. 1 would have been fine, but 3.
Oh my god! Chat'та галзуурж байгаа тэр pocket. Oh my god.
And I'm swinging wide. He has just.
Ямар амар гоо. Ямар гоё вэ.
Pain's pick. This is for survival. This is to take on Furia tomorrow in a spot in the group stage here at IEM Katowice. And
доошол мэдээлэх хэвээр том дээр хүн байхгүй.
Absolute baller and body bagger.
Батакигээс ингэж муулуулж тоглож байна да.
25 seconds lower sight. About to be under scrutiny. Blitz is exploring, seeing nothing home. They need to start rotating over. Pain, Big User and PKL still have a chance at this. Vent rotation no longer possible.
Yeah, but ramp is, and that's where Blitz will occupy. Does get a glimpse of that bomb. Would love to soften up Big User. Nade looks good. Destined for glory. So is PKL though.
Nice.
Position in red. Lovely find. Blitz will catch the aggression of PKL. Puts Big Uzera in a dire strait. 3 to find and going for the round the world. This is pretty good if he can catch the right timing. If they do tickle the bomb, he may fluster and rush things. They've just come from double doors. You're not going to be ready.
Ooh, score! Ямар амар бодчихва. Батаг гэжсээс амар гусайчлаа.
He's definitely getting a heavy pat on
the back. Decision буудалт нь бол сайн байна. Decision буруу гацсан. Гэтэ сайст ямар гоё. Том руу орж исэн бохгүй. Тэнгүүд нь том руу орохоо болчлоо гингүүд буудаагүй зүгээр хайчиж байгаа байхгүй. Сайд таарсан уу? Эхнийхээгээ яга буудсан бэ гэхлээр дараагийнхаа хүмүүс нь илж байгааг мэдсэн учраас эхнийхээ үнийгээ шууд алчих гингүүтээ 2 дахь 3 дахь толон шууд spray control шууд трансфер хийгээд яа Бартак үнэхээр тасгаа тоглож. Буудалт бол үнэхээр байна уу Бартак бол буудалт бол үнэхээр байна.
Could even be a 10-5 for IHC here as down the vent Big Uzera. He finds that.
Сонссон баг шүү дээ. Нэг орцсон шүүгээд. Үй, орсон сонсоогүй юм шүү дээ.
Bartak, we talked about his deaths. Well, he could be having a very frustrating one handed his way from behind. A forward position. Annihilation with a re-smoke, but Annihilation's not going to be ready for this either. This has legs now. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. A potential double. Annihilation's left, but the first is found. Ramp is theirs, and a flash to stop that rotation. They can get the bomb down, perhaps. Annihilation catches one, or at least it's Zevi, whose blood has been boiling. Down. PKL puts his name in the feed. Scores! Disrespect by every definition. To find another two. Ticket. Deny their dreams of further.
Nice. So scoring highlight гарida.
I'm going to ask the question. I'm sure Pain will ask it. Where the hell did score come from?
The
player who's gone down pause before the play came in from Big Zero on that kill, but immediately comes in. They take the lower side. They've already killed multiple members who are trying to deal with it.
Scoring highlight. Тэг нэгээр гарч ирэнгүүтээ нэгийг унгаад 2 дахь 3 дахь 4 дахь тап. Ёо. Нисдэг скор гэж байгаа шүү дээ. Yeah man. Гой.
Yeah, and I think that's a memo that's been passed on in IHC. Like, lads, smokes are a bit of a playmaking potential against these guys. They're not looking.
Look at the confidence of Bartek now. He's slowly.
Oh, Zevi's going to be so tilted. Never mind that round and all the reactions before. He's the opening death now. Honestly, I think we've just slowly witnessed.
За бүр юу вэ? 2-0 үнэртэй дэш үнэртэй. What do I smell? 2-0 аа. За тэр ер нь Pain-ийн юу гэх мэдгээ болчлоо. Энэ тэндүү дампуурч. Манайхан бүр толгойг нэрэгдэл буудаа ичлээ. Нэр нь үргэлжлээ зовлон Pain те үнэхээр зовж байна юм.
5 rounds definitely serviceable on their map choice. They will get the opportunity to defend after the break here.
Yeah, I mean 5 is workable. It's just the way in which we've got there is the problem.
Precisely. And remember survival, so you have the added pressure of the stakes.
Yeah, and the
heard from Pain it was. Нэг нь улаан багчны Skulls түрэн бид ramp дээр нэрчилсэн. За дээрээс нэхэд улааныг унгаас.
Immerse ourselves. But if not now, when?
Тэгтээ бас гоё таймingтэй гэж шүү. За гоё штэ 10 та харин гоё давуу байраас олчлоо штэ. Харин ч зөрөгтэй үр дүнтэй нэг үйдэг тоглохгүй байгаа байхгүй. Тоглох боломжгүй байгаа. Nice болж ин Бартакс үнэхээр гоё тоглолцлоо рамп дээр хэдэн раунд. Inferno дээр нэг ойлгохтой тоглолцохгүйсэн чи харин нюк дээр зүгээр дошн дээр ирсэн юм шиг рамп дээр ороод ир энэ бол миний дош шүү. Pain-ийн найзуудаа гэд дуудчихлаа шүү. Бро уултаа гэнэ no fuck that shit. Гой. За Pain-ийнхаа одоо яах нь? Pain нэрэндээ таарсан үнэхээр зовж байгаа хта үнэхээр өвдлийг мэдэрч байгаа хта одоохонд бол. Манайхан бетер зүгс үнэ. Юу н бетинг коэффициент хэр байсан бэ? Хэдэн байсан бэ? Yeah, nice. За одоо нэг 2 минутын дараа 2 минут дотор газ 0 ч өдөрт юм уу? За 0-хгүй энэ нэрчээрээ байж хад зүрэн болчих гол 2-2. IHC орсорс. IHC өндөр хөвтэй байсан юм уу? IHC-ийн одс өндөр байсан юм уу те? Гэ баг байсан юм уу те? Тэгэхээр IHC дээр тавьсан бол хийг авах гэсэн үг үү те? IHC haters. Look who's here. Mongolians are here, man. Нэг дээр 2-2. Яа. Нэг $100 тавьч таа. Блиц нэ. Үнэхээр чил юм а блиц. Үнэхээр чил юм а. За тэгэд бодож байгаа доо одоо тэр. Яг нэг иймэрхүү үйлслүүд нь тий. яг ингээ бодоод байгаа байхгүй. За одоо чироор тэр айлч яах вүлээ тэр ерөөсөө л бодож байгаа. Нүүдлээ бодож байгаа. Дараагийн тоглолт гэсэн. Энэ ингээ дуусчих шүү дээ үгүй. Эдгэр бүр унччаар да. Зэви тэр ПК л тэр байхгүй. Фьюри юу? Үгүй тэгэл амрыг маргааш би бас тэмцээн тайлбарлана. Найзуудын тэмцээн гэсэн тэрийг бас тайлбарлана. Бүр нэг сигма гоостой яа манай. Сигма мэйл гэж байгаа шүү дээ. За Бартак чироотлын тогтолцоог уншиж байна. За Бартак нэр үнэхээр хамгаалсан. Одоо гой тоглолцоо тэгэл болчихсон да. За 33-уула болж шүү дээ манайхаа. 2:30-аас Фьюриат ташлах. Маргааш би 12-оос тэмцээнтэй өдөржингөө тайлбарлах юм. Гэтэ энэ ч явах найзуудын тэмцээн гэсэн. Өнөөдөр 4 баг гэртээр ингэж яа. За ямар ч тач манай эхний гэртээ арих баг биш өмөрөө шүү манайхаа. Одоо яг гой гарбууг авчих тэгэл манайхаа болчих штэ guys. Come on we can do this. Энэ PGL-ийн надаа ямар гоё видеотой юм бэ нэр. Wild Click багчин пластик ийн ESL хийж PGL хийж the plastic production бүр тасгаад. За come on.
IHC swapping sides a 10-round haul, and it was a convincing one. PAIN with the pistol and a couple of smatterings of success. It's left them with 5.
Nice. OG штэ манай. Аги. За. Эргүүлээд өөртөө гар буугч юм шүү дээ. Аггүй нэ.
And charging, trudging towards the ramp position. Some shots hit and skulls the one to find the head.
So nice. Дахиад хийж.
Okay, well, this was a very important round.
Үхний өндөр үсрээл ардаас нь. Пенидэн гараа зүгээр ингээл дууслаа да. Ихний өндөр үсрээл дараагийн хэдэн зүгээрстэй. Йоо ямар гоё раунд вэ манайхан. Gosh. Shock.
What can you say about this one?
I think everything we have said is what we can say.
Well, if this continues to go in this direction, so let's do a little bit of future proofing right here. The winner of this will be taking on Furia tomorrow for a spot in the main group, and actually,
Margaаш Furia-тай тоглоно
able to default and at least be as strong individually with the multi-kill potential against a very
Тэгтээ Furia-ч бол шал өөр зэндал та.
The default style might work quite
Татаад байна ах маань. Пенийхэн татчих байгааг би яриад удаар үзүүлсэн.
I think certainly on an individual basis they'll have a harder time, but I'm not sure about Furia handling people pushing smokes. I don't know.
That's true. There has been a lot of out-of-the-box moves from IHC, right, in terms of the multi-kills when they know they have to make a play. And, okay, that's some chip damage onto Blitz. With pistols and a smoke to stall them out for now. Blitz and Annihilation do not have to continue forward, and I think they feel like job has been done, at least in cornering off any Ts who have made the cross.
I really like how IHC are approaching this round. You know, it's potentially a threatening force. You've got people passing secret who can do a variety of different things, and now you smoke lockers and you start to crawl. Bartak into main, knocking on the door. Considering his options, though, if that smoke is up, wants to try and profit and pose and posture.
Good info as well. Spotted 2 players here.
Oh, info. That's info. Crap. Oh, and fragged. Nice goals. Bartak provides. He is at the top of the scoreboard and driving right.
Nice.
Gone down to Zevi in the meantime, so an AK is loose to try and scoop on up a score here to make sure that isn't possible. Zevi wants to find another, and a score transitions back. He gets the info and gets away down towards the lower deck with the bomb.
Okay, Annihilation does get the info. God, they've been getting some stud hands for sure and timing.
AK scooped up here, but I'll eat my words. Nice shot from Big Zero, but I think they have to save this. This force, it meant an awful lot, and now that it hasn't been converted, they need to hold on to it. I'm sure that Zevi would love to weaponry carried through into the next round. There it is, scooped up, but the hunt is aware, and Big Zero does get another one. So continuing to make this costly. Another opportunity for PAIN. I think they will have to force again in the next round if they want any shot at contesting this map. So with these weapons, you can
болчин. Жоох үнтэй л гэхдээ зүгээрээ зүгээр.
drop to other teammates and there's at least 4 players with something.
Is the fact
Хайлын force тогтондоо.
A bit more financially conscious, I guess in pursuit of a potential AWP. Does that mean that this could be a bit more threatening? What does he get left with? 3,800, no armor, blah.
So he could drop an M4 here, right? So there are some options as far as the buy.
Бай эсвэл арга баг. Гол раунд тасарлаа.
So here's essentially what's going to happen. They have
a
decent looking
шал өөр өгөө, зөндөө шал өөр өг.
AK the Glil and some upgraded pistols. They're not going to fully invest behind it, which means next round will be a buy round regardless. So this round is quite heavily, round 18, in the favor of IHC to secure 13, put themselves 3 rounds away.
Айко хийж байгаа мэнэ, форслохгүй.
And then that means PAIN are going to have to bring it back from 13-5, and that's not the way you want to open up the account. One of the rifles already down, Big Zera removed.
It does just feel like it's, reminiscent of that second half of Inferno where things just started to really...
Trump яасан бро, тап байгаа том руунд унтчих. Ooh.
A threat. Blitz taken down on his cross. Annihilation has slipped though.
I don't think the smoke landed quite exactly where they wanted this one to. The CT's... So that's a CT smoke. I thought it was a T smoke for a second. I take my words back. It landed exactly where PAIN wanted it to land. And hopefully these shots too. Let's keep this series going. Third map overpass. Oh, Zevi lines up too.
Combine to put up some resistance, convincing resistance.
Damage үзүүлээ.
Perhaps in a little bit of a false sense security round in the corner with a nade in his hands and pulling the pin.
They hurried that a little bit, didn't they? Right? I think IHC were slightly behind the rotation. When you have a player down in secret, you think, okay, if we can just get ramped, then we can combine the two and all the rotation points should be cut off. But here, just flubbing their lines, running into both the rifles.
The restraint on Hardzao, by the way.
Yeah. Can I have a gun, please?
I know it's mine. I'm going to pick it up. It's like, you've made the order at Argos, but you have to still go and get it.
And now he's got it.
There we go.
Everybody can feel a bit more peace. 2 Galils and AKs. Respectively here, so that's a here for the PAIN comeback.
I would be willing to have that conversation.
Okay.
But I'd need to see
a
couple in a row at least. Let's see if the PAIN Gaming boys can really just set up a defense, a bit of a brick wall. I'd like to see IHC scratching their heads. I'd like to see them have to try something different, if they just go to their standard spread and end up finding the picks and finding the fights that lead to those rounds. I am going to put up a fight. And I think the framing I wanted to return to as well was also just talking about the fact that they are perhaps in their own heads a little. PAIN need to remind themselves rounds like that would do a world of good in order of shaking off this idea that we can't.
Одоо легл юм шүү дээ. За мара нэг юм л чинь. Мара хамзам ямар амар хууршсан юм бэ? Уруулмар бүр хуураа шүү дээ.
Put your crosshair in the right direction and make sure that they can't take your bomb site. And a timeout has just been.
Та би тэмч CJ-тэй болохоор бас болоогүй байна л гэж юм. Тийм.
AK-47.
Гар халаагч. Зү.
Can't really buy. It is a good option to have a bit of a chit chat. So Mara.
Тийчсэн нэр хүүтэн байсан шүү дээ. Өвөл амар цас урцсан байсан. Тэгэхээр хүүтэн байгаа нь аргагүй мэн. Окей, guard.
Up to at least force these rotations, but look at the buy for PAIN. It is looking very, very tidy here. Top explodes, so smoke wall. PGL calls the bluff.
Big Zergen байрлаар гоё шүү дээ. Эхний контакт үүсэл шууд бууна гэж юм.
A lot of info. All of those nades.
Хатаа ятчихт мэдээл авчихсан. Флашн дээр шууд гарах гэж байгаа юм биш үү?
What was the game they made us play as kids? Statues, was it? Like
musical statues.
Musical statues, yeah.
Oh, no music right now.
Yeah, for sure. And a third smoke. Surely this means the CTs could have rejigged the setup there. It's suspicious that you've smoked the door 3 times and nothing else has happened anywhere.
Yeah.
No?
It is very problematic right now. So IHC, because they were unable to make the smoke wall convincing, right? They have no idea how much information there is.
Smoke to сунгууд нээж явах нь дээ.
So 1 ramp, 1 yard, 3 top. Still going to be trading, however.
Here they come. And down he goes. Techno, the first to fall. Skulls on those rafters to be swung upon. Big Uzera with him. And just like...
хамгаалт таймер нөө хамгаалт таймер.
Up to these last two. Blitz and score. PKL well managed to close. Pain Gaming, that one again. And this equally is convincing.
Yeah, and that shows
турны раунд дээр PKS багийн алуур хийчлээ шүү.
Yeah, we saw PKL's position. At that point, Pain do not have to move. They know exactly what's going on. And as you astutely pointed out, those smokes towards door, that's one of the easier points late in a round where the T's can walk out and take some jewels. Well, if you smoke it for, we're talking practically 60 seconds combined right there. Yeah. You're really going to have a rough go of things. And now IHC down to just a deagle. We'll make it 2. Score, door open, and well, PKL again, same position, same result. Cheeky. Techno had a Zeus right there and just get mopped up here. Everybody having some around like this on the Pain side of things.
No fun to be had here.
They win the next gun round, conversation for the comeback is back on, right? Because IHC at that point, they have to start really bringing out all the stops as far as the T side is concerned. Just annihilation here. That'll be that. Now, we did have a period of time on Inferno where it was like this for IHC, especially on that. There was 4 consecutive rounds where they didn't get a kill.
Yes, that's right.
So they know what it feels like to get blanked.
Let's see if they can shake it off.
Hello, Somi. Hello, Takashi Beats.
Techno with this Mac 10. One of the better spawns again, prioritizing you two here. We've actually had $700 left over, so interested to see how they want to wield this. Looks like Swicky and Zevi.
What the hell?
What you saw, but they're dead.
Oh, he's actually missed it. Can't build upon it. And
болж штэ. Ингээд манай раунд штэ.
Dreams of the comeback now hinge on 2. Hard down PKL. He was right.
За анх намайг хаана харж байсан бэ хаа. Гоё штэ ингээд раунд. Ямар гоё орчуулсан. Нэг хүнээр сая ихний эс нь клицэг унгангууд нь шууд юун дээр нь зөрүүлээд томор нь буудал дээр нь скопн дээр оруулаад гадуур скор орж иж сайтны 2 гүн гаал раунд. Thanks. Анх дозыгоо чинь би талбай дээр харж байсан шүү дээ нөгөө. Нөгөө телевиз дээр би нэг тэмцээн тайлбардаг санаж нь тэгээ талбай дээр ирдэг. Өө бүр буудалд нь чонхоо очихлаа. Тэгэхэд л дозыг анхаарч ирсэн. Жохон дурхаа атсан байсан намхан. Нэг ярьж ядаал. Чи доцуу гэл 15-тай үлдэж 16 байсан тэр үед чи тий. Нэг ярьж ядаал нэг их цантай атсан байсан. Тэр энэ дээр ингээ алдаа шууд нөхөд орчих тий. Техно. Ямар гоё 2 хүн гоногс. Манайч гэхдээ уржин буудаж штий. Техно уржин, бартаг уржин, скор уржин, плиц буудаж, анхил буудаж, бүгд буудаж.
Oh no! Oh, he's lucky. He's so lucky to be alive. Never mind frag in blitz. Unable to make good of that flash and push. Exchange his guns just better. The Kalashnikov finds PKL. Hard out on the cross. Techno need to see lockdown of that ramp position. Score is still all the way in guard. Figuzera.
We've seen them flub rounds like this before. They have to win this.
This would be unforgivable.
Seconds,
I might start pulling out my hair. It happened already. It can't happen again. Figuzera eliminates the threat on the stairs. Only one. It's Bartak. Substitute and dead. Pain will make it.
That exchange though towards I think is the entire round right there. If Blitz kills Zevi, then the round I think going to fall in the favor of IHC because Techno just absolutely blew off the head of PKL towards lower and they were in. But the fact that Zevi gets that exchange and then they're able to rotate down score as that leads then swept up quite quickly here. Good round there from Pain, but if IHC were paying attention, Hardzao also got a kill with an AWP as part of this. Now that's telling me double orb setup in play. Do we want to try and punish this? A top pop or a later top play with the orbs having a retake is going to be very difficult.
Oh, you're a geek. I wonder if they heard or thought about that too. Certainly would be an effective strat. This looks quick. This looks bad for score. Poor guy, run down, smoked, spammed. Eliminated. Zevi versus Annihilation. Nice on the wide. Actually baits the shot. Or rather, misses the shot. Zevi. Oh, I think Techno might have gotten away with that on the jiggle from the CT vent player.
no one is considering this right now, but you must have a pretty good idea that once the smoke's up, that it's always possible, right? You normally communicate, yeah, hey, look, this could happen.
Right.
The problem is, Techno can only control the vent rotation. They will play behind the smoke wall, and PKO might get forced through. He's talking a lot here.
Yeah, I think Zevi's going in a position to throw it.
They gotta run through this.
Oh my god, the health. Bartak Blitz. Down.
20
HP apiece. Annihilation catch and flash. And they're making no secret of this descent to the lower side, but it does look like a plant could be possible. It's up to Hard. Tucks himself in, and so do 3 more members of this Pain Gaming squad. Odds out into the smoke into Techno's chest.
Nice.
And it's the skulls to the final flourish. Annihilation, giving it a good go. Still supported. This is a CT side.
За плиц жоохон үнэтэй болгочул болж байгаа юм да. Nice плиц. Жоохон буунгаа чинь болж шүү дээ. За тэгтээ 2 буунаас болж чинь.
Right, he's sharp. He's hitting some shots, but that one would have been a masterful round right there from Blitz. So double digits for Pain now. Only 3 rounds, well and truly back in this. Another one added not too far away as IHC don't have a whole lot of money to be spending right here, but quiet scenes from the IHC camp just there, investing into some util, a little bit of pistol upgrades, some Kevlar too. They know the loss bonus will be in their favor next round for a full buy. So trying to keep as many rounds threatening as possible. Make sure that Pain can't continue this spree, which has now been 5 of the last 6.
Yeah, you might get your pace change here. Admittedly, not against the double orbs anymore, but Skull seems rather ready for it. Their setup seems rather ready for it.
Хамруулах гэсэн гиндэ.
Those musical statues again.
There's a heart molly available and a back sight molly.
За явсаа.
Skulls is going to get a bit hot and bothered here if the molly lands, and it hasn't. Stands and bangs and burning now.
Nice.
Good for the rundown.
Nice.
Annihilation makes things interesting as a 2v2 emerges, and if only one more headshot
there is 2 ороод.
Might have been able to manage the 1v1.
Бомба төвчсөн.
This is a win. As far as this buy goes, getting this plant, this is a big win.
$800 each.
This
gets really fruity if he can just somehow manufacture.
There is a ball for
on the way together. They likely want to stay hip to hip here.
Is he getting a gun from
team 2.
Ladder noise made. I'm not sure if they heard this.
I don't think they were far away. I think they were too far away. But this is a baller move to go and get the guns. Heavy takes the duel. Some serious score. I've got to give him some respect for the retrieval.
Yeah, you could see in New Year's press for time, that little step giving that away right there. But if he had just played with that Tech 9 in the scenario, maybe not as guaranteed. You see him trying to think outside of the box and trying to finish off that 1-on-2. But as I said, the plant was pretty good. They were able to get 3 kills. Bomb goes down. There's a partial investment right there, so still threatening. Like a good setup from Pain Gaming towards top that was almost toppled, but some nice shots out on the tail end of this hit. Very tidy stuff, and Score with the heads up thinking to drop down that vent. Felt like the backside model was a little bit late. The hot had already plumed, and at this point, it made things a little bit more okay, NASA space program here is back underway.
Damn nuclear experiments.
Everyone's got some superpowers.
People are bouncy now. Space boots.
Flubber.
Ooh, good movie. Robin Williams, rest in peace.
Ooh, hidden smoker gattar.
They have to act quicker here. Because last time they got spammed, you can see the stall out again. Bartek, this is a massive exchange.
Yeah, executed by virtue of the
flash. Nice.
Really the collapse from Zevi. Run down from Blitz. They have that side. Still having a threat. Hard Zal fancies his chances. Does he want to take this duel now? He knows the bomb's going down. It's only the 1v1 and doesn't. Instead,
Score is
now. Score is closing that vice behind him. Likely won't ascend until necessary.
Тойрчин дээр шүү, Score. Тойрчин дээр шүү, бичиж асуураарай.
They've covered all their bases. And up he flies.
За гарч байгаа.
Times it well.
Nice.
Best case is holding on to that.
Yeah, you can see he considers.
Oh, welcome back, bro. Hey, Goops, thank you. Баруун дорчин плиц.
Blitz already up on the silo. PKO oversteps the mark. He's going to lose absolutely everything here. Blitz on low HP, can't drop on top of main to force this fight. PKO stays tucked. Bomb goes off, and he will hold on to that M4. There's enough money here for Zevi to buy an AWP and drop a rifle for Skulls. So as far as the buy goes, it's
За энийг л авчих тэгэл манай жиж штэ. Одоо энэ раундыг л авчих дараа нь мөнгөгүй байл.
Right, their cash is a little bit lower than they would have liked. But this is
Чи ямар гой тайлч.
not ready for this, and both players feel like they should be. Techno just comes at the heart off the back of that flash, gets 2 kills, and again the frustration from Zevi, you see it on his face almost every time.
Yeah, but I mean this time entirely understandable when you take a look at the score. You are a map
За сүүлийн бая шүү дээ. Пенис бол. Энэ баяг алдаад бол энэ раундыг алдаад бол 15 дахь тэр тэг дараагийн раундын дээр армор гарвнаас өрөнгө.
Different setup again. Let's see how this one shapes up. Blitz starting his crawl through the yard. No war initially contested, and that's
nice kitchen.
Does not want to take. Blitz owns him.
За смок нэрээ тоглолт хийсэн.
Zevi, the perpetually frustrated, now has to do a lot. Oh, and the cross
nice.
is bang on. Blitz just certainly a sentient being, aware.
За чи нөхөд ороод ирэндээ.
Big Uzera needs both of these. Looking the wrong way.
Дахиад нэг толцсон блиц жижиг нэгэд өгч блиц багийн ахлагч. Чийхгүйр хийх юм бэ?
Round from PAIN Gaming's elimination here.
Nice, the blitz ямар амар юм бэ? За багийн ахлагч хийлээдээ сая. Одоо ч мөнгө байхгүй.
Impact throughout this map. Blitz with some important openings in the last couple, 19 to IHC. Survival all but secured here. You have to look forward and think about the match against Fury.
Даалтаа гарч болохгүй шүү. Темпекэл ганц фамаст өөр юм байна.
With this default heavy style that we've seen from IHC, that maybe, just maybe, with the confidence they're going to get from this victory, they're ready to go toe to toe because the firepower.
Одоо яахгүй тоглох хэрэгтэй гэсэн чинь зүгээр давхчихж байгаа юм уу?
IHC might be a bit of a banger. Oh, Techno gets down. Hardzao onto Blitz, long range on that 5-7. There is still just a glimmer of Spartak, the one to try and dash it. And Techno using that low HP to be a little bit pushy. Clearing things out, getting some frags, the element of surprise.
За рамп дээр нэг хүн байгааг мэдчих шүү дээ.
As PKL 100 health ripped from him.
За энэ жиж болчихжээ. IHC make the feels pain. Yes.
The kill feed has been found. The Techno on low HP does go down 2v3.
Okay, advantage now for the CTs. They have
to. Томос нэг уус сая сонсон байх хэрэгтэй. За тоглох гэж юм бахтай.
The setup to break. Pushing lobby makes sense. Certainly a possibility. Main can respond as well.
Look at all these nades. Couple of smokes.
Okay,
Molly in play.
Smoke hut could be good.
Block a couple of choke points here. Get that bomb down. And IHC, they could rip this out of PAIN's hands.
He's got the smoke kit. Could be interesting. They're quite be happy to play for this retake. Use your numbers. And they will. Hardzout's recovered an AK coming up. Secret. Skulls has been spotted. That's
unfortunate.
But still, don't forget that kit.
За скорын байрлал л та толцсон байрлал энэ.
He just dropped the smoke down. There could be a resmoke towards main here. Remember, time an issue for PAIN on retakes.
Does this really end in a retake scenario?
Nice.
There goes Skulls.
And
there goes the kit. Big Uzera taking his sweet time. Score looked away.
Nice.
And it's all on to Hardzao. He needs the frag and he needs the kit. He has to run into
Бартака stand-ийн хийж байгаа.
Sound playing the cues, and this one is over. Hardzao hasn't got
GG's
the time.
there. Yes, let's go boys. Let's go PAIN. I love Brazil, but my IHC just 2-0 Brazilian team, the PAIN. Feel the Mongolian pain right here. Goodbye.
Well, on the other side of things,
thank you, Brazil. We still love you though, but still. Yo, Бартактэй үнэхээр амар байлаа энэ мапэн дээр.
Yeah, that's tough.
Янзтай IHC. Надад ч ихний хожигдсан баг бол байсангүй. GG. Янз. Гой. Манай монголчуудаа бахархаж штэ. Гой би биндээ гой GG гөрөө. Гэтэ Blitz нэр үнэхээр амар буудлаа.
But here, just too many rounds that they should not have given up against IHC.
За гой. Бартак гой нөхөртөг. Жоох алдаанууд гаргаж ирсэн. Гэхдээ алдаануудаа харин өөрийнх нь буудалтаар бол нөхөж чадсан. За маргаш шүүрээд штэ. Нэг Бразил нухсан, дараагийн Бразил чарна. Гэхдээ хамаагүй өөр чансаатай Бразил да. Манайхан гэхдээ саний мапн дээр үнэхээр бүгд буудлаа, Blitz буудлаа, Ихэл буудлаа, Скор буудлаа, Techno буудлаа, Бартак буудлаа, юу гэсэн үг юм бэ? Бүгд буудлаа шүү дээ. What the fuck? Багийн ахлагч тэгж буудаад ахлагч одоо яах юм бэ, тий?
Yeah, for me not surprised because
did you give up already?
Yeah, I mean I'm not going to go light on PAIN Gaming here as I'm Brazilian. someone who's been obviously cheering for them. I just think this is just not good enough for them. You know, I've seen different kinds of stepped up in this one, and yeah, it's just unfortunate to see the way it went for the Brazilian side. But oh, actually, we have someone here with us.
We have a guest joining over.
Hello, the microphone. Yeah.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, what are your first thoughts? How much did the game, was it different from what you expected it to be versus PAIN, because it was a simple 2-0?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I'm really proud of my teammates, and I'm so happy that was a really close game, so nice game, and yeah, that was quick 2-0. That we just feeling, and we followed our game tactics, and we didn't feel any pressure. We just played our game, and yeah, that's how we play.
You said you did not feel any pressure.
Yeah.
Were you under the impression that they had pressure? Did you feel like PAIN was under pressure in that game?
I don't know. Maybe other teams think about we are still underdog here, so yeah, we didn't feel any pressure. We just play our game, and congratulations for PAIN. They played really good, and yeah, good luck, PAIN.
Okay, that's really nice of you. Can you tell me about playing with Bart4K, or is it Bartek? How are we supposed to say it? Bartek. And how he did, because he really had an amazing map here, and it's not an easy position to be in.
Actually, it's his first big tournament on LAN, and yeah, we're really happy to see him like playing really good. Yeah, that's our sixth player. Our main player is Kabi. He has a child. That's why he can play here. And yeah,
I got a question to you about preparation coming to the tournament, right?
Yeah.
We were talking earlier about how hard it is for you guys from Asia to practice, get good practice quality and all that kind of stuff. So I just want to ask you, how was your preparation coming to this? Did you guys boot camp? And then moving forward now in the event, you guys going to face another Brazilian team, right? The Furia guys. So
yeah.
First question, how was the preparation? The second one about Furia.
I joined this team since maybe 7 months.
Okay.
And yeah, we have a boot camp, and we actually always scream other Asian teams. And I think Asian teams are good now. And they can compete in Europe, I think. And for Furia, yeah, I know they're a really good team. But again, we don't feel pressure again. We don't feel pressure. We just play our game. And yeah.
Well, I just have a final question for you. When you guys play, you look very sharp. It's headshots, headshots, headshots. It's very impressive for us. Is that something that you practice specifically, a whole lot of deathmatch, or are you guys just skilled?
So
That's
good.
it?
For me, I only practice on workshop map.
Okay.
I really don't play that much at all, and our other teammates play that much a lot. And I don't know, maybe...
Is that the key?
Yeah, maybe it's that key. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations, and best of luck tomorrow. You can just give us the mic and join your team. That was awesome.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Wow.
За,
great.
за.
I think I'm an IHC fan.
Гой тоглолоо. Гой чийслэг өглөө. Жохон гэж жохон тхий өгнүүд илаа гэхдээ зүгээрээ. Нахан сайн тоглолоо.
When he's talking about no pressure, that's why the story of, oh, it's a new team coming over, they probably have nerves. It doesn't work for everybody.
No, it's true.
Not everybody feels the same way when you step in these holes.
За ямар ч манайхан гой хожлоо.
Some people actually do feel the pressure.
Өвзөнтэйгээ хамт үзэж ямар ч хожсон мэт манайхаа. Яа. Маргааш Fury-гийн эсрэг болоорой чангахаа. За окей. Стрим аунтраа guys. Амрида тэгээд ямар ч өнөөдөр гой тоглолоо. IHC баяр үргэе. Маргааш амжилт хүсье. Маргааш үүснээр нь тэмцээнтэй бас тэмцээн тайлбарлана. YouTube дээр тайлбарлах бах. Тийм. Тэгээд local тэмцээн шүү. Найзуудын хоорондох тэмцээн гэсэн. За нэг тиймэрхүүгээс. За тэгээд бүгдээрээ сайхан амцгаагаараа гой тоглолт боллоо. Тэгээд we did it guys, we did it. Сайхан амцгаагаараа. See.